What's up, people? We up here a little early just to test out the sound to make sure everything is good. Let's get the early audience in here. This isn't the show. We're not starting. We're seeing how the sound and equipment is going well with the podcast. Yeah, and that's Preston, by the way, guys.
Test out the sound.
There we go. I was waiting for it to start and muted it.
Yeah, I did that too.
You.
Okay. Hey guys, let me know if you can hear Preston. If you can't, then that means I don't have the right setting on, and that tends to happen.
I am gonna get another beer before we start, so.
Yeah, he's drinking beer. He just said he's getting.
Yes, I am. This is gonna be loose as a motherfucker. So.
Yeah. Can y'all hear Preston? Just want to be sure. We got 15 people in the live chat already. This is the early, this is the early audience, by the way.
Early motherfucks.
Come on in early.
This bitch.
Get your butts in here. I hope you got yourself some popcorn because this is gonna be. Get you some beer too.
Yes.
Mamma mia! Oh shit! It just jumped to like 35. Okay.
Fuck yeah! Let's do this. Let's do this shit.
It's gonna jump like.
Oh my fucking Donkey motherfucking Kong!
Get in here.
Do it. By the way, this is uncensored as hell. I hope you're like aware of that.
Okay, Preston, they can hear you. They can hear you. Yeah. We're good. Relax. We're good. You got some people saying what's up.
What's up?
It said you sound good.
Good.
He says you're. He says you're loud. Okay.
Oh, you turn down.
Okay, let me turn you down a little bit.
All 24 Shield reunions.
Oh Lord.
Fastlane. I like Fastlane. Which I'm not even watching tomorrow. I might watch opener for Ray, but I'm not watching it. I might watch that. Because I don't have to work tomorrow.
Okay. I turned him down a little bit. Let me know if it's too low. You know, we should be good though. Everybody says you're a little loud, but we should be fine.
We should be good.
Okay, let me try this. Let me turn it up on my cell phone. Let me hear the playback.
I might watch that.
You sound real good. Holy crap.
Good.
This thing works. Yeah.
Good. Yay.
Yeah, guys.
Yay.
So we're not going to go live yet. I mean, we are live, technically. But we're not going to start the show until, you know, it's time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will be back.
All right. What's up, Al's Variety? What's up, Marcus Ryan? What's up, Bryce Blackwell? You got the big dog, AJ Envoy, Chase Gaming, Y2 Jericho. We got Dylan Valdez, Devin White, Joseph Hatcher. We got Ultra Shadow 97, one of the infamous moderators. You big old piece of trash. And then we got It's Jeffrey, Pikachu Black, El Goku Dark. We got We Are Pro Wrestling. Go subscribe to We Are Pro Wrestling. Very underrated YouTube channel. Elias Ademi. Another big old piece of trash. We're the biggest moderators, and that's the bottom line. And you know the rest. We got more coming in. Sam Katz, Isaiah Webb. Oh, it's gonna be a party. Let's see here. Alex King. Yeah. Doing some shout outs, buddy.
Good. All right.
Hey guys, you know what? Go ahead and if you want to ask some questions, go ahead. Because let me tell y'all, when we start, we're going, and it's going to be a freight train. And we going to go until we can't go no more. So, if we end up missing very important questions or comments, it's because when we get into it, this is why Wrestling in Paradise is Wrestling in Paradise. When we get into it, boys and girls, we go. We go, and we don't stop. Let's see here. We Are Pro Wrestling is less than 150 subscribers from 8,000. Get your butts over there and subscribe.
Yes. If you are not over there, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
We got M Studios. What's up, boy? M Studios has been known for making some of my covers. And, the art that you see before the video comes up. Very famous. Okay, he's not that famous, but I think he's famous. We got Kyle Enjoys Wrestling in the house. Old school YouTuber. What's good, man?
Old school. Taking it old school.
Back in the day. Back in my day, we opened up a can of whoop ass with the spear nets and the Truth Slayers.
Spinner net. Oh my God.
We taking it back.
Spinner net.
Who else we had there? And the wrestling Jesus.
Jesus
and the Off the Road Show.
Jesus is still around. That dude's the shit.
Yeah. What were we called again? Oh yeah, the Four Horsemen. Woo!
Yeah.
Man! Woo! Four Horsemen! Woo! John, Ashton, Preston, and Dalyxman.
God.
Old school.
God. That was a long time ago.
That's a long, long time ago. We just
Very
rehashing the good old days. I mean, the only people who are still around, honestly, me, Good Mike Work, I guess Wrestling Jesus. I don't watch him no more. No offense.
No, but he's still around, and then I guess Twitwow, and like, man, that's about it.
Like we're the last of a dying breed, ladies and gentlemen.
OCRS, I guess, but yeah.
And Jeff is, he does videos every once in a while, but that man's busy.
Not a whole lot. I mean, I don't watch Jeff anymore. I haven't watched him in probably a good year. So
yeah, but we still talk. I talk to him a lot. He's alright. I can't give him too much of a compliment because every once in a while he likes to get on me for being a Daniel Brain Mark, bitch. But I know you watch my videos, bitch. I know you watch me right now too. Likes to act like he ain't watching my videos. All right. I know you watching me right now, Jeff. What's up, Johnny Cage forever?
I hope Mania does not have 16 matches. Fuck me.
You heard how long Mania's gonna be?
7 hours.
8 hours.
No fucking way.
So, no, watch this. I'm not even joking you. The pre-show is gonna be 3 hours.
No.
The main card is gonna be 5 hours.
No, I'm not watching it. Like, no. I will network that crap.
I'm just like, y'all don't even
God.
have enough to fill up 3 hours. Your talent roster is so small. You can't even fill up
unless
3
they
hours.
like pull shit out of their ass in the next 2 months or month or whenever the hell Mania is, and like throw like 5 storylines together or something. Like they have no storylines right now. Oh man.
He said storylines.
Yeah, what's that? What's that? What's storylines? No.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is going to be rated R. No, not even that. Fuck that. It's going to be
rated X.
Oh no.
I don't know.
It's not going to be that bad. Trust me, we ain't going to be taking off our pants now. Calm down.
Oh shoot. 9 hour Mania. Hell, let's just do like, what is it? The Super Bowl? They do it like all day. I don't watch the Super Bowl, but I know
but I know what you're talking about. But
yeah, like let's just do the whole day. Hell with it. Let's just throw NXT on at like noon, and like let's just go until like let's do 12 hours. Like I know that's what they're gonna do probably in like the next 2 years.
All right, guys, we're gonna get this baby started. Preston,
yep.
I'm about to play us an intro. It's gonna be old school, and then we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the reunion of Wrestling Paradise.
Welcome to Wrestling Paradise, home of the hottest topics in the business.
So for the benefit of those with flash photography,
You're 5, 6, 1.
it's WWF Tag Team Champions. Welcome to
It's been 316 since I just whipped your ass.
Let's get ready to suck it!
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys are back in town.
Yes. Woo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Dalyxman, and welcome to the reunion of one of the best, hottest wrestling podcasts of all times.
Woo.
Okay, maybe it's not that big. No, screw it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You want to know why it's that big, ladies and gentlemen? Because you got all these other podcasts when they come up here. Ooh, look at us. Ooh, look at us. We talk about wrestling. Look at us. We're going to talk about Raw. Nah, screw that. We real. We real. The thing that made Wrestling Paradise awesome was the fact that you could literally come on our podcast, and it's almost like you're walking into a room. There's a couch. There's two boys. We got ourselves some beers. We got ourselves some hot wings. We got ourselves some strippers. Okay, maybe it's not that good. Actually, no. I'll get a stripper. Preston, I call stripper for me. Okay, no. I'll get him a stripper too. And we have wrestling on, and then we are just shooting the shit.
That is a wrestling fan's wet dream right there. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, that, my friends, was Wrestling Paradise. And you're going to get all of that tonight.
Yes.
And I can't do it without the one, the only, doing it 619 style, a.k.a. Preston.
Yes.
Say what's up, man.
Yes, motherfucker. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I've been wanting to do this for like a year. So.
No, Preston, let me update these guys. You guys know that me and Preston, yesterday, spoke to each other for the first time in 2 years.
Yes.
So, the last time I spoke to this crazy bastard was when we did that draft. Remember the mock draft with Patrick?
Yeah. God, that was 100 years ago.
Yeah.
There is no video, by the way, there's no video. It's all audio.
All audio. It's a podcast, boys.
It's old school, people. Like, it's podcast. Like, yep. There's no video. So, yep.
Yeah.
Set that up.
Guys, it's gonna be just like old times. We gonna go. We gonna pick a topic. We gonna run it down. We gonna go to another one. We gonna run it down. And if we go 5 hours, we go 5 hours.
We better not go 5 hours. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so.
It won't be WrestleMania league, I promise.
No, it's not.
It won't be 8 hours.
No, and I'm drinking as well. I don't want to do 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and now those of you who are gonna do super chats, here's how it's gonna work. There won't be a notification, so there won't be any music playing, but the live chat will save your super chat. So when we get to a point, we will go back and read it and give you credit. So if you want to donate,
we can't do a Dalyxman live stream where it's super chat central. Like, good lord.
By the way, I just gotta say, I really do appreciate those who take the time out of their days to watch me and donate, because you guys have no idea how happy
this dude has been doing this shit since I was doing it nearly 10 years ago. Like, legit. Like, Alyx started the same month I did back in 2010. Like, it's insane to me that this guy has been doing this shit as long as I have. Like, it's just nuts. So, yeah.
By the way, Alyx D. Uchiha, I can't even say your name right. But Alyx D. I agree. This is better than the Shield reunion.
Shield. Well, you know, the Shield has literally reunited like 10 times. So, like, that's legit. So, yeah.
It feels like 100, for real.
Or 100. Whatever.
But you know what? Speaking of the Shield, how about we start things off with Mr. Dean Ambrose?
Yes.
Preston, your boy's about to leave WWE, man. He's about to be out.
If Dean's still my boy, because, like, Dean hasn't done crap in 2 years. So, as much as I love Dean, and have since he's been in the Indies and whatnot, you know, if Dean leaves in the month and a half or whatever it is, like, I'm fine with it, because he hasn't done anything since he won the belt. So, and, you know, everybody's, you know, stay or go or whatever. What's Dean got left to do? I mean, to me, he's done everything in the company, unless he's going to do some radical shift in his character. It's the only thing I can see. So,
can he, though, at this point? And that's another thing with Dean Ambrose when it comes to his run in WWE. He's done everything he could possibly do, except main event WrestleMania and win the Royal Rumble. But is that really going to happen?
No. And is it a work? You know, that's another thing, too, because me and Alyx talked about this last night. This is the only contract that I know of, unless somebody out there has an example, that they have announced that said individual is leaving the company in a certain amount of time. Other than CM Punk, which was halfway work, halfway shoot, that WWE announced it. That's the only one that I know of.
Right.
So, is he going to stay? I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter. If you want to be brutally honest, it doesn't really matter. If Dean stays, cool. If he leaves, cool. Because, to me, the company is growing at such a fast pace. I think people leaving at this point is actually a good thing, but that's just my.
Well, they're signing talent left and right, so
that's WWE's problem, not Dean's.
But you're right. He can always be replaced, and I gotta say this. I don't know if everybody watching us has seen the WWE Chronicle edition of Dean Ambrose.
He almost left. When was it? Last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost quit then. So I don't know. That Chronicle's great. If you've not seen it yet, check it out. It's awesome.
Man, that man has been miserable for years.
Yeah.
I remember before we closed Paradise in 2016, he did that interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin, which, notoriously horrible. Notorious.
It's probably the worst Stone Cold podcast I've seen. Like it's.
You can argue it killed his career in WWE.
I don't know if it killed his career, but it didn't help.
It didn't help.
No.
I'm not saying like it did, but you can argue it led to his downfall as a top guy in WWE. But he's been miserable for a while, and he doesn't like hokey shit. You know he doesn't. And he's at the point now where he's literally, like, in the Chronicle, he's actually yelling at the cameraman, "Why are you here? Why you keep asking me the same questions over and over and over again?" Visibly angry. You know he doesn't like being there. So I don't really see. You can say it's a work, but here's my thing. If he does stay, let's just hypothetically, he stays. What now? What's he gonna do? You gonna send him to SmackDown? You gonna have him fight Roman for like how many more months before he just gets tired and wants to leave again?
And I agree that Brock Lesnar match, which was a big letdown at what WrestleMania was that, Alex? 31?
32.
31? 32.
Yeah.
It was a big letdown because that build was awesome, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, Brock and Dean, this is going to be like, I don't know if it was going to be Cactus Jack Randy Orton levels, but I was like, oh man, that's going to be like fucking, they're going to go all over the building. Hell no. Like, it's one of the worst Brock Lesnar matches I've ever seen, actually. Like, they tried, but it was nowhere near what I was wanting. And I was just like, nope, it didn't work. Like, Dean did what he could, but I don't know. That didn't help either. I agree. So, yeah.
Well, Paul Heyman came out on forgot what interview it was, but he basically shot on Dean Ambrose, saying that his poor attitude led to Brock Lesnar not working with him the way he wants to be working with. He wanted to work with Brock, but.
And that's saying something coming from Lesnar.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wrestles 4 times a year or whatever the fuck it is.
Dude, here's my thing when it comes to Dean. I agree with you. Whatever he does, it's going to be good regardless.
Yeah.
I would rather him leave. And
Yeah.
I say this because I don't trust the main roster to use him properly. I don't trust the main roster to use anyone properly at this point.
Thank you. I was just getting ready to say it, but you took the words out of my mouth. I don't trust the main roster on anybody at this point, but that's beside the point. Legit.
We'll get to that later when we talk about Becky.
There's a lot.
Well, not just Becky, a lot. You're right.
A lot.
We got a lot of people to talk about. And speaking of people leaving, dude, have you been keeping up with all the people getting ready to be gone from WWE, or at least their contracts are getting ready to expire?
I saw the one you just posted about, was it, I don't want to say Revival.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
The club.
The club, that's it.
The Bullet Club, a.k.a. the Good Brothers, a.k.a.
Which-
Nerds.
I don't blame them. What have they done since that broke up? Nothing.
Dude, you know the last time they were on TV?
6 months ago?
September. Exactly.
See, wow, I was close.
You were dead on. September was 6
I
months
dead
ago.
on? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't remember them doing anything since the beginning of the fall of last year. So yeah,
they were basically off TV for almost 6 months, and they were gonna do a series on YouTube called
Botch Club.
Thank you, Botch Club.
Yep. It's on the network. I've seen it.
It was gonna be like their version of Botchamania, and one episode and it's done.
Did they only do one episode?
That's it.
Okay.
They're gone. They're going to go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
See ya. In my opinion, I didn't really care about them. I always thought they were kind of whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
My thing is, the club, the Bullet Club, what made that work in New Japan wasn't just the NWO feel.
Well, it's because New Japan's so different, and I feel like the way they booked that with AJ and Young Bucks, who I don't like, but that's beside the point.
And Kenny Omega.
And Kenny Omega. Those talents are hot as shit. over there, and they brought him to the States. And yes, they did good stuff in the company. And it's, in my opinion, Luke Gallows' best run ever. But like, that's it.
Well, they stood out over there because in that environment, you had these, these rebels that broke the rules and did things their way, and you didn't know what they were going to do coming out and being different. They stood out in that New Japan strong style, pure wrestling atmosphere. So you take those guys and you bring them into an environment where they just feel the exact same as everybody else. They don't stand out. And I think WWE realized that when they tried to do the whole club thing, because they brought in Balor, AJ, Carl, and Luke.
But they didn't do it. That was my whole thing. Like, they teased it. That's what they did. They didn't. I don't blame them.
Yeah, so they're gone, and that's sad.
Yeah.
We also got AJ's contract expiring, but we know he's going to.
AJ ain't going. AJ will retire in that company. Like, let's be honest. AJ's not going anywhere.
He's probably going to do one of those HBK contracts where he comes for about 6 months and then leaves, and then comes for 6 months and leaves.
AJ's not going anywhere. People, don't worry about AJ. He's staying in that company, like I said, until he retires. So
Rusev's contract is expiring. He's probably.
I don't give a crap.
He's probably about to be done. Have you seen Lana's YouTube channel? I don't think you'll probably even know about it. Some of you don't even know. Lana?
I just saw she tweeted about Ronda. Did you see that?
Oh, shoot. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I just saw that.
We'll talk about Ronda later. We got a lot to say about her. Nakamura's contract is expiring. I don't think he's going to sign either.
I don't think he's going to sign either. Well, they haven't done anything with him. And I'm not a Nakamura fan, but, like, since he came up to the main roster, it sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really. So, again, don't see the point of him staying. So, yeah.
And speaking of Rusev, that man has been trying to get himself fired on purpose. Have you been reading his tweets?
Yes. Motherfucker's insane. Yeah.
I wish there was a way for these wrestlers to just quit. You know what I'm saying? Just be
Why
gone.
can't they just quit? Is it not in their contracts or what?
I have no idea. Someone told me to check out Twitter.
Didn't he try to leave?
I have no idea. Preston?
I think he did.
We're going to do something real quick. We're going to do something called live reaction. Someone just sent me a video of, this looks like EC3, and they want us to live react to it. So I'm going to play it. You're going to tell me if you can hear it or not. Okay?
Okay. All right.
I don't know what the hell this is, but it's a promo, and it's 40 seconds long. So we're going to play it, and we're going to live react to it. But this is from, who is this from, by the way? I want to get your name right. It is from Marl Reezy. If you're in the live chat, man, there's your shout out. Here we go. Okay, this is typical EC3 promo. All right. Well.
Okay.
Thank you for sending that to us. It was an EC3 promo.
I like the numerical superstar thing. Like, he's making that a point. Like, is there many numerical superstars in wrestling?
Oh, dude, honestly, I feel so bad about him. We'll talk about the NXT talent in just a second.
Yeah,
that's somebody that's just like, why did y'all even call him up?
I don't understand.
I don't get it either. I think I'm missing somebody. Someone big. Someone's contract is expiring in April that I'm missing. I think it's not a female. I know. Well, I know Ronda's getting ready to leave after WrestleMania. I know that.
Is she?
She's going to take a break so she can start a family.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I knew that, but I didn't know if it was going to be legit. It's kind of stupid if you ask me, but whatever.
Whose contract? No, Oh, Cesaro. That's it. Cesaro. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that doesn't surprise me either. Cesaro's done nothing in that company for a while.
Yeah.
I don't like the bar, so.
I think he might not resign either. He might resign, depending on if they're gonna give him a push or not.
He might go back to Ring of Honor. I could see that happening.
Yeah. I think that's it. Well, I know Randy Orton's gonna take a break too. He's on that Legends contract thing where he comes for 6 months.
Oh
and
yeah,
leaves.
yeah.
Oh, Usos. There it is. Usos.
Usos.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely.
Well, I'm amazed
resign.
for the tag team champions, considering what was it, Jimmy or Jay fought a goddamn cop. So let's just give them the tag belts. Makes sense to me. So yeah.
You know why they gave him those belts, right? They tried to keep him. They don't want him to leave.
They want him to stay. Here, have the belt so you stay. Stupid.
That's the only reason we're giving belts now. Maybe that's what wrestlers should do from now on. I want to leave.
Threaten to quit and they'll give you titles.
They'll give you a title run.
They'll give you a run. They'll give you a run if you threaten to quit. You gotta be a draw though.
Yeah. Because Sasha Banks tried to quit some time ago, and she's women's tag team champ. So.
Oh, I don't blame her. She's been floundering for the last year and a half.
Her and Bayley, holy crap.
Yeah, they have.
So if I had to predict out of that list, definitely Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, where they basically set their out. I can see Nakamura leaving. I can see Rusev leaving. I wouldn't be shocked if. Well, everybody else is really up in the air. I don't
see Usos leaving because I don't think Naomi's. I can't say her name.
Naomi. Yeah.
Naomi. What the fuck? Naomi. I don't see her going anywhere. I hope she doesn't go anywhere. Naomi's one of my favorite wrestlers in the company right now. So
yeah. Someone do me a favor and look up when the Revival's contracts expire.
I'm sure it's coming up fairly quick.
Well, it's gonna be like around SummerSlam or something like that. So.
Oh, SummerSlam. Well, they're not doing anything now. Why not just leave now?
Seriously. All right, bro. Speaking of other promotions outside of WWE, the world wants to know, Preston. How do you feel about the Almighty? How do you feel about the Amazing? How do you feel about All Elite Wrestling?
I'm very skeptical because I feel like Young Bucks are gonna drive it into the ground.
Ooh, them dislikes are coming in hot.
I do not care. I've never liked the Young Bucks. I don't get their appeal. Maybe it's because they, in my opinion, are a character of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
The Meltzer driver and all this fucking garbage. I like Cody Rhodes. I think that he has a good, stake in it. What will the company do? Well, Alex, they don't expire for another year. Holy crap.
Who, the Revival?
Yeah.
Oh, 2020.
Damn.
And they ain't staying that long.
Right.
They ain't staying that long. They're definitely gonna
I like We Are Pro Wrestling's Cody Bucks Kenny vanity project. You ain't fucking shitting, dude. And I don't like Kenny Omega either.
Oh, then dislikes are really strong now.
I don't care. Screw him.
You were good with the Bucks, because not a lot of people like the Bucks either because psychology reasons, but Kenny is considered the best wrestler in the world.
I mean, if you like Kenny, cool. I've never got it. The cleaner. I just never have cared. I mean, he's done good matches and stuff, but it's just, I think he's the most overrated person in the business right now. So,
Here's my thing, and I'm not going to give you crap because everybody else, AEW in general, is something that's a sensitive subject because...
Well, the thing that I think is funny, not to cut you off, is the whole T-shirt thing. I like that part of it.
Yeah.
That WWE is making fans change their merch at shows, which, by the way, why does it matter what you wear to a show? I don't... Especially that dude at Rumble, and he was front row. I'd have told him to kiss my ass.
Man...
yeah.
WWE is scared of competition now because they know their product sucks. They're insecure. That's why.
But they are raking in some of the best profits they've raked in the last 10 years.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts. Their shit sucks, but they're making bank. So okay.
I don't get it. Even I'm just how are y'all still making? Well, sweet Saudi Arabia, of course. We'll talk about that in a second. Sweet Saudi Arabia money. But
it's that.
Yeah. But we definitely got to talk about the impact that AEW is having because the fact that this company, when you really think about it, Preston, is just a T-shirt right now.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's all it is. And it's already sold out.
And Alex, who did they? Let me ask you this question: who is signed? I know the big names we're talking about. Who's the littler names?
Okay.
Like, do they have any names that I would know? Are they any independents that are higher up echelons?
I can look it up for you real quick, buddy. What we're gonna do is pull up a list. I actually wrote down a list not too long ago, and then we're just gonna read off the people on the list.
Let's do that.
In the meantime, here's my thing about AEW. Whether you like it or not, competition is necessary.
And if that's what it's going to be, then great. But it's not going to be Monday Night War. Like, don't even go there. Like, there's no way on this planet. I saw somewhere... What?
Why do people always want fucking Monday Night War?
I don't know.
WCW, ECW, WWF. Guys.
People, I love WCW to death. It's what got me into wrestling. Same with ECW. But people, it's been 20 fucking years. Like, let it go. Like, yes, it's the greatest history in the history. The greatest period in the history of wrestling. Yes, it is. Besides the Hogan era. But, like, Ted Turner was a psycho. Like, do you people not realize, like, if he would have picked another night, WCW would probably still be on television. Like, maybe not because the whole AOL and blah, blah, blah. But, like, do you realize if they did not have that, like, echelon, if they did not pick Monday and he would have went, like, on a Tuesday, I think WCW would be still around. So, like, yeah. I don't think... we don't need another Monday Night War. Don't do it. If AEW does that, they might as well put a shotgun in their mouth and pull the fucking trigger. Nobody's going to watch them over WWE. As much as WWE sucks. Nobody's going to watch AEW over... Are you kidding? Unless you're the diehard motherfucker. Like, okay...
Here's what AEW needs to do here in 2019 especially, because they don't start doing weekly shows until October, and before then they have not one, not two, but 3 scheduled pay-per-view events.
Right.
In 2019, the goal for AEW, you ready? Have good shows. That's
yeah. Because if you don't have good shows, nobody's going to watch.
But see, some of y'all just going... Well, no, listen to me. You need to build a reputation of telling your audience when you watch us, we're going to give you a good show, no matter what. We're not expecting you to have WrestleMania quality. That's not what I'm asking you. I'm saying have a good show. Good stories.
Right.
Good wrestlers. Characters. Feuds.
Because, and that's another thing that Alex is bringing up, is characters and storylines. If they don't have characters and storylines, you're dead in the water in my eyes. Because nobody, and I'm sorry, people can disagree with me on this if you want. I have never watched pro wrestling for just the in-ring. And why wrestling has slowly evolved into that over like the last 5 years, I don't understand. Like WWE is doing this now. At least on the main TVs, not NXT so much. But on the main televisions, it's just wrestling. That's awesome. But I'd rather play a video game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if it's just gonna be all in ring, you might as well play a game or something. Or you know, if you're gonna get your fix, like just watching random matches every single week, it gets you nowhere in my eyes. Like that's the thing. AEW needs to like be careful. Like if they just do Ring of Honor, like on television, they're fucked. Because you know, if they just do wrestling and it's all crazy shit. No, you know, people might hate people like Jim Cornette and others of that like time frame, but they're not wrong. Like if you don't have a storyline, character-driven, fact-based thing in your company, you might as well just quit now. Because I did not watch that first pay-per-view, Alex, but was it just not all wrestling and that's it?
Talking about
like,
all in?
Yeah.
There were some story bits in there, like Joey Ryan and the penis druids.
I did see that part. Joey Ryan is the bane of my existence, but okay.
The stuff with Cody Rhodes and Magnus. He's not called Magnus anymore, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There were some story bits, but majority of the show was just wrestling. I agree.
See, then I don't care. Like, it's just dead in the water.
Although that show did good numbers. Buy rates were high and it sold out.
Great.
You know?
I'm glad they're doing good numbers.
Yeah.
But
for you from your perspective as the kind of fan that you are, you're not interested.
I would hope more fans are like me. I'm not trying to sound like I'm like all, holier than thou.
Right.
But like I would hope more people are in that same vein of you have to have good characters and good storylines to make a good product. Because if you don't, like, I don't know.
Well, for you, you're the kind of wrestling fan that wants to relate to the wrestlers. You
Well,
want
dude,
to put yourself in their
NXT,
shoes.
like that's what makes NXT work. Is it's so grounded.
Yeah.
And like that's why me and you love it. I feel is because it's what we grew up on, and it's just that like times 10. It's like fucking
Well,
like,
NXT is a great mixture of all worlds. Like they
which
have
is what it needs
characters.
to be.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is what wrestling is.
You know who
Triple
Kairi
H
Sane
does-
is? She's the pirate princess.
He's awesome.
You-
Triple H knows what the fuck he's doing. Just let him take over the goddamn company.
Shayna
Don't do your
Baszler
fuck-
is the MMA wrestler. Is
Yes.
the NXT version of Ronda Rousey, the better version
Yes.
of Ronda Rousey. in my
Shayna's awesome.
opinion.
I wish Vince would just go do his goddamn XFL and jerk off to that and fucking just leave. But
We're gonna talk about the XFL too.
yes,
That's gonna be fun. We're gonna get into that.
Ow.
Anyway, Preston, you ready to hear the current roster as it is right now for AEW?
Let's
Now,
do it.
it will change as time goes by, but as of right
Right.
now, we have Kenny Omega, who is, by the way, I see like 4 vice presidents on here. Vice President Kenny Omega, Vice President Cody Rhodes, Vice President Nick and Matt Jackson, and then Brandy Rhodes, who is not Vice President. I think she's in charge of some kind of marketing part of the AEW thing. But those 5, and then you got Phoenix and Pentagon
Yes.
Jr. That's
Yes.
some good pickups.
Yes. Okay.
Neville,
Okay.
Hangman Page, Penelope Ford, Joey Janela, the Best Friends. That would be Trent Beretta and Chucky T. All AAA wrestlers, including Lucha Underground talent, are able to wrestle on this show because they made a deal with them.
Nice.
Some talent from a show called Oriental Wrestling Entertainment from China. So China wrestlers. That's cool.
Wow.
Check this out. SoCal Val Uncensored. That includes Scorpio Sky, Kazarian, and the one and only Christopher Daniels.
Nice.
Jimmy
Nice.
Havoc, who, check this out, is also going to be having a creative role in the company because he does creative, right?
Cool.
And as for the women, we got Kylie Ray, Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki. I have no idea who that is. But check this one out. The first ever transgender female wrestler,
I've seen that.
Nyla Rose.
Yep. I've seen that.
What I love about this talent is that AEW isn't going out of their way and trying to market this as like a first time ever. Because you know damn well this was WWE. This is the first ever transgender wrestler ever.
You know what that reminds me of? That is Orlando Jordan in TNA. Oh my god. People, if you want to laugh your fucking ass off, not right now, but go to YouTube and search Orlando Jordan TNA. You will find the funniest crap you have ever seen in your life. Because they did this like Goldust meets fucking Joey Ryan on acid. Like, it's bad. Like,
And
yeah.
we got one more. We got the Ayatollah
Of Rock and
Rolla.
I forgot about Jericho. Yes.
Chris Jericho is the biggest acquisition.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is because of Chris Jericho we are talking about AEW.
Yes.
It is because of this motherfucker having the balls to say, WWE, fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Fuck you.
I'm
I love
going- I'm going to go to a different company because you guys suck. And I gotta give credit to the guy running the ship, Tony Khan, who is basically running the ship as the guy that's funding everything.
Right.
They found
Isn't he
themselves-
like some trillion, billion, quadrillionaire?
Well, he is a billionaire who owns a football team called the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
So essentially, Preston, he's another Vince McMahon. How about that?
Wow.
And he's a Vince McMahon that loves wrestling.
Good, because Vince hates
Unlike
it.
the other Vince who hates wrestling. It's all about entertainment.
Oh, entertainment. God damn
God
it.
damn it. God damn it. You big old piece of trash. Now, That is all I have so far as for people who are officially
I think
signed.
that's solid grounds. They need to get some better women.
Honestly, that's my biggest issue so far.
They need to get some, like, they need to go, okay, there's a promotion out there called WOW. It's called Women of Wrestling.
Right.
They have, like, Tessa Blanchard.
Ooh, Tessa's number one. They gotta get Tessa.
Tessa's it, man. Like,
Yeah.
But they have some of the best women's wrestlers in the business right now on that show. Like, AEW needs to go to that company and just sign all of them.
Dude, he
So,
can make a deal with them too. Fuck it. Bring them over.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So, but yeah, they need to work on their women's division, get some tag teams in there. I think they'll flesh it out more. So, yeah.
Yeah, tag team I'm not worried about. I'm pretty sure they're gonna, because the Young Bucks said they got the tag team portion, and we got a lot of tag team wrestlers coming in from AAA.
Okay.
And then they're gonna do what's the tag
I'm
match?
excited as hell about AAA. That sounds awesome. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to think what was the tag match. Oh, it's Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing.
Oh, okay. I just saw like clips of this one with the Lucha Brothers and some tag team on TNA that looked fucking sick. Yeah. So Lucha
Dude.
Brothers, awesome, man.
I gotta ask you though. People are talking about one name, possibly coming to AEW.
I will be amazed if they get CM Punk,
I'm
because
just saying.
if that happens, they're sold. Because to me, CM Punk is the anomaly in wrestling. Because, Alex, can you believe we're going on almost 5 years since he has been in WWE? Like, that is just crazy to me. So, if they get CM Punk, like, it's over. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, if they get CM Punk, it's going to draw huge. Because he's not even doing UFC anymore, is he?
He's no, he's not fighting no more. But he is
So
doing he's like doing marketing and stuff like that, helping them promote the show.
I mean, I agree. I don't think they're gonna get CM Punk. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Punk's retired for good. The dude made bank, people. He's probably rolling in millions still. I doubt he's gonna go.
But
But maybe they throw some goddamn lucrative, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin money at him, like millions, maybe.
let me set this up for you guys.
I doubt.
Let me give you something. Let me see if I can whet your appetites. Let's just say, hypothetically, we have Kenny Omega, who is considered to be best in the world, go out on a show and say, there's a certain man that calls himself the best in the world, and I think he's full of shit. And I think that man is the equivalent of a failure for leaving the business, going to a different avenue, and dropping the ball. And he says, if CM Punk ever steps in this ring, which I know he won't, I will whoop his ass. And then next thing we know, he calls him out, just like Taz did with Sabu and ECW.
Yes.
And then
Goddamn.
we go to CM Punk and say, one more match for this amount of money. Because you know Tony Khan is rolling, right?
That's what I meant. Like, yeah.
I dare say he'd give him Brock Lesnar money just to have a match. Screw it. Because he's going to make it back. You know that. He's going to make it back. Dude.
Well, are you kidding me? Like,
if CM Punk takes that money and does Kenny Omega versus CM Punk.
Woo! Woo!
Let me see if I can say this again. I just said.
I don't like Kenny Omega, but that match is money.
I ain't say anything else. This guy doesn't even like Kenny Omega. He would watch that match.
Funny.
Let me see if I can break this down for y'all. This is the best wrestler in the world today, Kenny Omega, Mr. 7-star match. We might have to talk about that. I want to get your opinion on Dave Nelson's star rating, but Mr. 7-star match.
7-star match. What the fuck is that? Okay.
Taking on. Retarded. Taking on CM Punk, a man who hasn't wrestled in 5 years. Someone we never thought would ever come back to wrestling. And his first match back since that freaking tragedy of a Royal Rumble in 2014. Oh my God.
God damn that show.
It will be the main event of a live pay-per-view. That is not WWE.
That's man.
Everybody in the live chat, I know goddamn well, you would not even pay the bills for that month just to see that match. You will go without the lights just to see that match.
Fucking, I'm sitting in the dark for the next month. That's funny.
And you will say it was all worth it. I'm just saying.
But is it gonna happen?
Hypothetically, that is just like, you know they're pushing for it though. Will it happen? 8 times out of 10, no. I don't. It's really, really, really unlikely for it to happen. But I'm just saying, when you got money, and if you approach him the right way with the right story, because CM Punk's reputation right now, dude, is in the shit. It is. What better way to have your reputation restored than win a match like this with Kenny Omega?
We'll see.
I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, it's not gonna happen, but you know.
I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm just putting it out there.
It's not happening.
I will tell you about one person who I know is coming. Jim Ross. His contract is expiring March 29th, and he'll be free.
So
yeah.
Nice.
I guarantee you they're picking him up. Guarantee
awesome.
you.
If that happens, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Ross. Yeah.
And I also heard that they're trying to sign Marty Scurll, and they tried to sign Kota Ibushi, but he signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so I doubt that's happening. Yeah. The one time that Kota Ibushi actually signs with a company, he has never ever signed with any company before, Preston. He's never been under contract ever. He's always been a freelancer.
Crazy. Right.
But now he decides to sign with New Japan. And I hear they're getting ready to give him a push to take on the current New Japan World Heavyweight Champion for the Supercard G1 show of the weekend of WrestleMania.
The G1 Mania of a month or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's definitely something that I would watch. But guys, we'll have to see with AEW. Right now, I personally want them to succeed because the business needs it.
Yeah.
It needs it, and I don't know, dude. Quite frankly, I'll be real with you. I'm a little biased because WWE's pissed me off as of late. They've been pissing me off for a long time, but I am willing to give this company a chance.
Well, I think everybody should give them a chance, but just don't go into it expecting like amazement, because I don't think it's gonna be that. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we can
only go by what we see.
Yep.
But other than that, dude, I think it's time we move on to some other topics. For instance, speaking of shows that,
yes,
that you know,
I've been wanting to talk about this. I haven't talked about it yet.
Back in November, WWE decided to travel to a certain country that during the time...
That's sweet. Too fucking sweet, NWO, Saudi Arabia, fucking money, electric boogaloo.
I swear to God, man. I feel so bad for all the talent that had to go through with this. Because
yeah, I do, because it was a shit fest.
And around this time, I had to remind you, Saudi Arabia was coming under fire for the killing of Jamal Khashoggi, the reporter, right? The U.S. Reporter who went over there and he got killed because he criticized the government, the people in charge, the prince. And they tried to hide it. We didn't kill him. We don't have anything to do with it. And then we found out that he had everything to do with it.
They chopped him up in little pieces.
And then every business in America said, we have no ties with them anymore. We're taking all our shit and putting it back here where it belongs. And one of the only companies to stay over there with them is the WWE. And what was their excuse, Preston?
Money.
Well, here's what they said. Yes, but here's what they said. We're going to change the culture.
We're going to change the country. They're going to change the country. That's what they're going to do.
Oh my God. we're gonna use the art of wrestling
USA
to change
USA.
the culture over there.
I'll be right
And
back.
their excuse, their so-called reasoning of doing that was with the show called Crown Jewel. And I gotta be real with you guys, I still have not seen the show. I'm not gonna see the show.
I don't blame you, because it started with the Hulkster. Oh yeah, brother, Hulk Hogan.
The Hulkster is back, brother.
Oh yeah, because let's just start this train wreck off with a fucking bang.
And we talked about Hogan's apology to the backstage crew.
Oh man,
Why would you? The easiest apology you could have done was just simply saying, look, I said a racist statement. I feel bad about it. I am truly, humbly sorry that it offended all of you. And I promise to show you that I am not the person that you saw in that video going forward. That's it. Easiest apology. 10 seconds out. No.
but
He had to go back there and go, well, guys, social media is very dangerous. You have to be careful about what you say on social media. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And then I'm hearing that they told him to say it. I don't give a damn. Hogan should have known better. He should have went back there and said, I'm not going to say that. That's not genuine. I'm going to be me. Simple as that. So.
and then, and the whole thing with him and Gene, too,
That was good.
I don't know.
The stuff with him and Gene Okerlund, I appreciate that. That was.
It was cool because, that was the first thing I thought of when that happened. Which, by the way, to me, Gene Okerlund is one of the hardest deaths that I've seen happen in wrestling in, the last couple years. But, I don't know, man. Hogan, to me, I just feel like WWE is just doing bad press with it. Because once something's burned in people's brains, I don't give a fuck how much wash you do with it. I don't know, Alex. I just don't know.
I feel like there is a point of no return with certain things.
To me, there is no point of no return with Hogan. I just don't think there is.
I feel like when it comes to the Hulk Hogan situation, I have managed to forgive him, believe it or not, because it's Hulk Hogan, and I'll be real with you. I grew up with Hogan, man.
Well, everybody grew up with Hogan. At least I hope you did.
Yeah, and I know what it's like to be down on your luck, because you have to remember when that video was recorded and he said the N-word. Guy was drugged.
That whole situation,
We're not going to
talk about it. It's messed the hell up.
It's a messy. And that was during a time he was getting divorced. He was
Right.
not in a good mindset. How about that?
Yeah.
And I've been in mindsets myself where I've said some horrible things.
Right, and so have I.
But I said it behind closed doors and nobody could hear me. And it was not
And
recorded.
it wasn't recorded.
So, I know what it's like to be in that mindset, so I can forgive him. I just don't like the fact that I am a huge on accountability. When you do something fucked up, take accountability for it.
Yes, R. Kelly, you fucking bastard.
Be glad this is only a wrestling podcast, because R. Kelly, oh my goodness.
You're trying to destroy me!
You're trying to kill me?
The
Y'all
funniest
killing me
shit
with this
all
shit.
year.
I give you 30 years. Okay. But the thing about Hulk Hogan, the thing about Hulk Hogan, though, is that it's easy for us to want to forgive him because he played such an integral part in our lives. Not just in our lives, but wrestling, period.
Right.
Wrestling would not be what it is today without Hulk Hogan. Period.
No, it wouldn't be.
No matter how you look at it. There would be no Rock, no Austin, no John Cena, no Roman Reigns without Hulk Hogan.
Nope.
Because he's the one that was able to connect wrestling into the mainstream. Now, you may argue, well, he had help from Roddy Piper and Vince McMahon.
But Hogan did it, man.
It was Hogan.
It was Hogan.
Yes. Give him credit where credit is due. So, with that in mind, I think fans, they're instantly just looking for the smallest ounce of accountability from him. Take accountability for something so we can go, okay, I'll forgive you. He might not have to take full accountability, which he should, but just Just at least say what I said was dumb, and I apologize if I offended anybody. Okay. Come on back home, Hogan. You're still a piece of shit, but come on. We'll take you back. But we open up the show with that guy.
With that garbage, and that just set the fucking tone.
And then
we're not gonna do the whole like match by match everything. We are gonna talk about the highlights, definitely.
Like the best in the world. And we're not talking about CM Punk.
No.
Who are we talking about, Preston?
We're talking about this tournament that turned into garbage because Shane McMahon won the trophy for best in the world. Why? I don't. And then Miz didn't get fired. What?
Isn't it funny that Shane McMahon is considered to be best in the world?
It's crazy to me.
Of course,
Man.
the son of Vince McMahon is the best in the world.
Of course. The same man who put both, the ECW and the WWF title on himself, his son has to win, the trophy for best in the world, because why not? But
anyways, what you were saying again before I interrupted you? That was
no, you're good. Like it's legit. Like it's just stupid. Like
oh, but it's not as stupid as the main event though.
No, God.
Oh. Now, Preston, I know the last time we talked about Undertaker together in 2016. This was before he had that horrible match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33.
Right.
This was before he had that awful match with Triple H at Super Showdown.
I love the botch. What is it, Alex? Is it them going through a table or what? I can't remember which one it is. It's that botch of them in the crowd. It's fucking hilarious.
He's had so many. Him just wrestling is a botch. But the whole thing is, this tag match. Again, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the HBK highlights. When 53-year-old Shawn Michaels
is doing moonsaults to the floor, you crazy bastard.
And y'all are too old and too broken to catch him?
To catch his ass. Like, no. And then Kane's mask falls off, which I thought was hilarious. Because I was just like,
and then Triple H rips his
pec.
Like,
destroys his pec muscle. Like, goddamn, the match is a train wreck. Like, no.
Oh, my God. Why couldn't they have just done this at Survivor Series?
Or just not do it at all.
Just not do it at all.
Just not do it at all. Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement to stain that, for whatever reason.
I know.
You tell me. I don't know why.
Oh, it was so stupid. And then we're talking about, speaking of Taker, let's just talk about that real quick. You guys know that he's going overseas to, I don't know, some kind of convention. And you know how much he's getting paid for each convention?
$25,000 an hour.
Hour.
Crazy. What?
And you know what's even crazier? People are calling him over and paying him $25,000 an hour.
Good Lord.
Didn't he just do a show not that long ago? It's on YouTube right now. They did an interview with him for an hour.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. They're actually doing it.
It's nuts.
So are we crazy or what the hell is
I guess Taker's smart, I guess, because, yeah.
So I
don't know.
I guess this means he's not wrestling at WrestleMania, which if he's not, thank you. That's
fine with me. I never need to see Taker wrestle again. Like,
personally, it's time to call it.
It's over.
I love Taker. I'm not gonna be the guy to tell Taker, dude, you're too old for this.
Taker's it. If you want me to be brutally honest, other than Austin and Hogan, like, Taker's it. In my opinion, like, he's in the top 5 of the industry, like, period. So, like, I don't, that's just my thought.
I just feel like, for me, we want to remember you for the good times, okay?
Yes.
I understand that.
I'd rather watch Ministry of Darkness from now until the end of time than watch him wrestle one more time.
He should have stopped. And even now, I gotta say, it should have ended after the streak broken.
At 30, it should have been done.
There was no saving that match. It was gonna be bad regardless of him winning or losing.
God damn, it sucked ass.
But nothing he did after that. okay, maybe the feud with Brock in like 2015, that was good.
Yes, now you say that. Both of those matches were amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like the match with him at Hell in the Cell should have been the end. Like, if you were going to end it at Mania, Hell in the Cell. Because Taker's legacy and Hell in the Cell are very intertwined. So what better way if you're not going to end it at Mania, like Hell in the Cell is like definitely a very second, place to do it. So, and that match was awesome. It's one of my favorite Taker matches in like the last 10 years is that match of him and Brock at Hell in the Cell. And Vince freaking out. The match is awesome. So yeah.
I don't know, dude, but it's at that point now where it's just like, it's just sad.
It is sad.
I'm not even like upset. Like usually I get like, what the hell is wrong with Taker? I'm just
like, it's sad. Like,
come on, man.
Yep.
I know it's hard to let it go, but you are literally killing yourself right now. He has to get injections in his leg. Have you seen the WWE's 24 on WrestleMania 33?
No, I haven't yet.
They show a clip of him getting injections in his legs before he goes out to wrestle.
Good God!
He has to get steroid injections so he can get through a match now.
No, be done. Just be done.
If it's at that point, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. No more. Jesus, it's not worth it. You've done enough. I can't live with that. So
nope.
Let's just move on to the next topic here. Speaking of Mr. Roman Reigns, look, it says something when Mr. Roman Reigns, the same guy back before, again, when we cut off, was the most hated wrestler
in the world.
They screwed the pooch on him so hard that it took him overcoming cancer. Blood cancer to be specific. But cancer for the fans to finally accept him as a hero. They had to go out. It had to happen outside the realm of wrestling. Also, not to mention Bryan coming back out of retirement and winning the WWE Championship. Had to put that in there too. But it had to happen this way. Not through classical wrestling booking.
Because Vince is a dumbass and we got to push him to the moon,
Not just Vince, but the fact that we have an army of writers in WWE and none of them can write a competent storyline.
No.
How the fuck do you have 30 writers?
No way.
WWE currently has around 30 writers under
No way.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
30 writers.
Did you watch Raw Monday? 30?
30.
I could write a better show by my fucking self. 30?
30 writers.
Like, fuck you. We're going to talk about that shit in a little bit.
But
God,
let me
30! It blows my mind.
Let me just get your thought. I'm going to put you in the spotlight here, Preston. Because I know you saw the promos. I know you saw Roman Reigns return. What are your thoughts, man? Like, how are you feeling about Roman Reigns now?
I mean, here's my thing. I don't hate Roman.
Right.
I respect Roman. I'm not a fan. I never will be. To me, they shot themselves in the foot from day one when he stole the Shield entrance and music and everything and used it as a gimmick for the first 6 months. Like, that to me was the nail in the coffin from the jump. And then the fact that he got pushed with Rumble and Manias and titles and oh my, like, all that garbage. Is it awesome that he's alive and shit? Yes. Is it cool that he can come back to the ring? Awesome. Am I ever going to support him or be a fan in terms of in the company? No. So, yeah.
I guess for me, this is what I am going to say. I've always appreciated the talent. Like,
that's okay. And let me point that out too, since you're bringing that up. I appreciate every wrestler in the business to a degree.
Exactly.
Whether I like them or not is, to me, your own personal preference. Do I hate anybody in the business? There's like 2 or 3. There's not a whole lot.
There's a couple.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you're a fan, to me, you should at least respect them in the ring. But you don't have to like them, like their matches, any of that crap, in my opinion. That's just my thought. So, yeah.
I guess for me, there's this whole thing with his real name is Joe Anoa'i. That's his real name, Joe. This thing about, and I gotta get your thoughts on this too. Everyone's saying that this is a work.
Fuck no.
WWE put this out there.
Fuck no. Whoever the fuck is saying that, you are retarded. Shut the fuck up.
They
Get off
made
this
this,
social media. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, oh, he made it up. Why?
Let me explain this to you guys that say this. Like,
Why?
and this is coming from the guy that is notorious for hating Roman Reigns.
We both are. Have you not seen the Rumble review that we did? It's notorious. Like,
guys, Roman and WWE conspiring a scandal like the one you are suggesting would be a death knell in
for the
WWE.
company.
Let me tell you why. You already know how many sponsors and how WWE is living off of their stock nowadays. If word got out that this company lied to the world, not just WWE, but to the world, about a man having blood cancer, faking it to gain sympathy from the audience because of a story that was of a way to get fans to like this man because they're incompetent of telling the story.
It's committing company suicide.
Do you understand how much trouble they would be in, especially in this day and age?
They would shut the doors. Like,
oh my goodness!
I love the fact that, yeah, like the fact that people, and I've seen Wrestling Jesus, he made like 3 videos on it. Go check it out. Like, the people fucking threw this shit out there like, oh, you made it up. People, in 2019, PC Correctness City, like, no, they didn't make it up. Like, I just think it's crazy to me.
Look, WWE has done some stupid stuff.
That would be the ultimate.
Like, they have done beyond reasonable, like, why are you guys this stupid stuff? This is one I don't think they're ever gonna do. That one I'm just like, nah, that's too low for even them. Okay? Yep. Like that, if Vince McMahon actually comes out, or it's revealed that he actually did that, that would be like, okay, no more. Like, they lose their sponsorships, they lose Fox, they lose everything.
People changed a WrestleMania match because of Snickers and Fabulous Moolah. Can you imagine the fucking shitstorm like that would cause? Like, I don't even want to know. So it's not fake.
It can't be. They're not that dumb. They're not that dumb, man.
Yeah.
But you know what isn't fake though?
Katie Vick. Yes.
Yeah, Katie Vick. But no, Tommaso Ciampa's injury.
Yeah, that sucks, asshole. Like,
yeah.
Not a fan of that at all. Like, Tommaso Ciampa, in my opinion, I think Alyx might share this as well, one of, if not the best thing in the company right now. You know, that Johnny Gargano, a masterpiece of the storyline they've been doing for the last 8 months, or almost a year, actually, excuse me. And the fact that they can't finish that because of this is just crap. Like, it sucks.
And this has been going on since 2017.
Yep.
You could even argue that this is their story. They came in as a tag team, dude. You know?
Yep.
They were here before we actually stopped doing Paradise.
Yeah, like, DIY, man, was it. Honestly, Tommaso and Gargano is probably my favorite storyline in, like, the last 2 or 3 years. Like, I can't think of one that's as good as this one. Like, the matches they had last year were amazing. Like,
all of them. All 3 of them.
God damn. Like, 3 of the best matches I think I've ever seen. Like, honestly. Like, that Chicago street fight, like, good lord. Like, yeah.
Man. And I talked about this with Preston yesterday. Because we know he went into surgery a few days ago. And we're supposed to have gotten an update today, which is kind of scaring me. Because I'm like, did it go well? Did he have successful surgery? Like, nothing has been updated yet. But one thing that I'm scared is going to happen is that they're gonna let him come back and finish the feud, and then have him take a break. To which, and I talked about this in my previous video, it's been done before. There have been wrestlers who did the surgery, came back, and worked through the surgery. Shawn Michaels back in 2006. Before he did the DX angle, the DX reunion, he left to go get surgery on his leg. Then he took a couple of weeks off and then came back and did the whole run. So it's been done before. Still, this isn't your typical surgery. This is, first off, this is a neck injury. The neck injuries are nothing to play around with.
No.
Edge, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Preston help me out, many others, Paige.
Those are the three big ones that I can think of. Because, like, Edge and Paige retired when they had to. Austin just did it, I think, out of exhaustion. I think Steve could have went another 2 or 3 years if he wanted to. But I just think he was just so done with the business at that point. And that's fine with me. I think Austin did everything he needed to do in that 4 or 5 year span that he did. But, yeah, Paige and Edge were the ones out of the blue, which I think Paige's is, in my opinion, the shocking one. Edge, I didn't really, like, I was shocked, but not really, because you got, another 10 years out of it? Actually, longer than that. He got a long time out of it. So, Paige was out of the blue. But, yeah, as long as, to me, necks are nothing to fuck with, because it's your whole nervous system of your body. Like, if you fuck that up, you're done, especially if you get paralyzed.
Yeah, if your neck gets bit, you can't even move your arms or pick up and you think about that. Like,
yeah. Lita. That's enough.
Lita.
She didn't retire. She didn't retire from that.
Yeah.
But that's yes.
Jason
That's
Jordan, Tyson Kidd.
Of course, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's the record holder. God, he's broken it like 8 times. Like, no joke. Like, Jesus. Yep.
Sting.
That's another one. Yep. 7 years. Edge got 7 years after that. That's a long time. You know, not a lot of people get a lot of that. You know, so yeah.
So and by the way, I just looked on WWE's website. He did have a successful surgery, so he's recovering now.
Good.
I personally, as much as I hate to say it, and as much as it pains me to say it, I'd rather him just drop the belt and just finish a feud later.
It's what's gonna have to happen in my eyes.
I know the temptation. I know the temptation is, look.
And it sucks because he just came back from an injury last year.
I know.
That part sucks. And I'm scared because, in my opinion, and not always, but sometimes when a newer talent gets injured a lot, like Samoa Joe, they don't push him as hard. So we'll see.
I just feel bad for him because this story was so fucking good. I dare say Tommaso Ciampa is the best NXT champion. Like, the NXT top world champion.
I would agree with that.
He's ever had. Think about it. Like, because we had, Bo Dallas, Neville, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Nakamura, Samoa Joe, and then Bobby Roode, McIntyre, Andrade.
God, the fucking state of Bobby Roode. We will talk about that.
We'll get to them in a second. And then who was after? Aleister Black. He was good. But
yes.
I put Ciampa above. Yeah. I put him above all of them. I think he might be the best NXT champion.
Yeah.
I mean, in comparison, I guess Kevin Owens be a strong number 2, but other than Kevin Owens, yeah.
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 It's gotta be Ciampa. And sorry, I forgot about Seth Rollins. Oops. And Big E was champion.
Dude, you just named Big E. God, you named some of the worst ones there. Seth Rollins, what was that? Yeah. So.
But I'm just saying though, I think when you look at the history of the NXT Championship, I think he's the best one. And imagine if he wasn't hurt and he did that last blow-off match with Gargano. And the story they're telling, what I love about this story is that they had the balls to go down a darker path with Gargano.
Yeah.
Main roster would not have done that.
No, main roster would have fucked it up. Yeah.
With Gargano actually becoming the one thing that he hates. I love that. And then doing the reunion with Ciampa. And, dude, this is beautiful. And it really hurts to know that it's not going to end the way that we hope it would end it. But for me, personally, as much as and I'm not going to lie, if word comes out that he's going to go through with the match, I would hate it, but I'd be like, yeah,
I'm for it.
I'm for it. Let's go.
It's on him. It's on him.
It really is on him. it really is on Ciampa. But dude, you know if it's on him, he's gonna say yes.
Right.
You know he's gonna say yes if it's on him.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
But for me, I'm just gonna say it again. I just want him to drop the belt because I would rather you drop the belt, do the 5 months, come back around Brooklyn, SummerSlam, and then do the feud into there.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, speaking of NXT, bro, the best year, in my opinion, the best years for NXT just so happened to be those years we decided to stop reviewing as Wrestling Paradise.
Last year, holy shit.
Last year was phenomenal.
It was it. It was it. Come on, Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler and fucking Velveteen Dream.
Adam Cole.
And Adam Cole. All that shit. Oh my god.
You just named me the tip of the iceberg, buddy.
I know.
You didn't mention the Street Profits. You didn't mention Keith Lee. You didn't mention the tag team champs right now, the fucking War Raiders. I was going to call them War Machine, excuse me.
War Machine, man. I like War Machine.
Yeah, you had Heavy Machinery who was being crapped on.
Jesus Christ.
EC3 was great before he moved up. Oh, God, we'll talk about them in a second. We're going to get there. But the talent roster in 2018?
Amazing.
Oh my god, we didn't even name them all, dude. Goodness gracious, it's so many people, and people right now in the live chat are just naming people right off the bat, man. But Asuka, that was during her run in 2017. She was awesome. Amber Moon, I loved Amber Moon.
When's she coming back? Another couple months?
After WrestleMania, yeah.
Okay, good. Cause she, by the way, I don't know if people know that she wrestled the whole fucking Rumble with a broken goddamn arm. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Amber Moon is the shit. She's in my top 5 in the company right now. She's awesome. So yeah.
But see, NXT, what makes this, again, I gotta say this, what makes this company, in my opinion, the best wrestling promotion it is today, is a good mixture of everything. You got the characters, you got the in-ring talent, you got the stories, you got the feuds, you got, man. Let me just give you an example. We didn't even mention Matt Riddle. How did I forget about Matt Riddle? Holy crap. I'm telling you, man, too many. Cashapp, forgot about him too. I can take 2 wrestlers that had not touched each other, and I guarantee you, y'all would lose your minds. For example, Johnny Gargano versus Matt Riddle. Ooh.
Good. I don't like Matt Riddle, so.
Ooh, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Wow. That one I did a double take on that one. Wait, what? I love Matt Riddle because he reminds me of that. Whoa, bro.
That's what I
like. Dude.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's fucking trash.
Cowabunga, man.
It's garbage.
I love it. I love it. I love the persona.
Be a fucking Yim.
Oh, Mia. So
yes.
Good. She's so good. But no, dude. But I can, seriously, that's just an example. I can do Keith Lee versus Ricochet. How did I forget about Ricochet? What's wrong with me?
I was going to say, how the hell did you not name motherfucking Ricochet?
Who
did a fucking double moonsault off the goddamn cage? How did you not mention?
And then Aleister Black. I did say Aleister Black, though.
Aleister Black is all. His theme is the best in the company. Yes.
Man.
Aleister Black.
Let me tell you something, Preston. If we're at the point now where we're saying, we've been saying it for years, but we're at that point now where we're saying, can we move certain talent back down to NXT?
Can we please do that? Can NXT just become Raw? Can we just cancel Raw finally and just make NXT the goddamn show? That's what needs to happen. I'm sorry.
Let me give y'all an example. Let me see if I can set this up for you guys. Let's just say, hypothetically, we'll talk about this off-season thing a little bit later. Let's just say WWE takes an off-season from December to about January. No, after that, no. How about we do this? After WrestleMania, they do a month break. They take May off and don't come around until June for Money in the Bank. During that time, we replace Raw with weekly episodes of NXT.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, they have a NXT takeover, and after that NXT takeover, we come back with Monday Night Raw, which is Money in the Bank. You know,
and go back to shit, and then nobody watches it.
nobody watches it, but I'm just saying though, like if we use that in a way where we treat it as a third brand, we can bring back people like Tyler Breeze. When was the last time you saw him? Yeah.
Wow, I don't know.
Bo Dallas. When was the last time you saw him?
Is he still in the company?
Yeah. Believe it or
Why?
not.
Why?
I have no idea. Ascension
That's
ain't
like-
doing nothing.
Well, that's like Ryder. Why can't you say his name? Rhino. And Heath Slater.
Yeah.
Having the most random loser leave Raw match I've ever seen in the history of Raw.
Congratulations to Rhino because he's trying. I think did he become mayor or is he running for mayor?
I don't know. But
Whatever.
What?
Yeah, I know Kane became mayor. Congratulations to Kane becoming mayor.
Yes, that is very cool.
That's real cool.
Yeah.
But you can move so many talent that aren't being used. Freaking Sasha and Bailey could be having tag team championship matches on NXT with Kairi Sane and Io Shirai. Oh my god.
Fuck.
That would be fucking amazing. And then they can fight, what's her names? The girls that work with Shayna Baszler. Help me out. Jessamine Duke and Maria Shafir.
Yeah.
The Four Horsewomen. Those girls.
Man, I want to see, like, Sasha, Bailey, Becky versus them. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then freaking...
Yeah.
And please, for the love of God, if we do this, you've got to move Sanity back down to NXT. Sanity is the most tragic part of this whole NXT to main roster move.
Yeah, it's fucking garbage. Like,
oh my! At least Lacey Evans is getting TV time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
None of the other ones are. Like, why? What is the point?
Because Lacey Evans has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she's the American apple pie.
I like Lacey Evans. She's cool, but like,
no, I like her too. I like
the
her.
fact that Lars Sullivan is not like killing people, like,
dude,
why?
Don't do that to me. Lars Sullivan was such a disappointment because he was. So
Why
good.
is that not on my television? Why is Lars Sullivan not coming out and just fucking wrecking human beings? Like, that's what I want to see. Like, make Braun. Can you imagine a Braun Strowman, Lars Sullivan feud? Oh my God, there would not be a thing left in the goddamn building. Like, yes.
It just bothers me so fucking much when I look at the talent roster we have, and I go, all we need is some
competency.
Thank you. Is some good direction and writing, and this would be the best, one of the best eras in WWE history. Dude, it kills me. Dude, let's not even talk about NXT. Let's go to 205 Live. 205 Live.
What is that?
Are you serious? You don't know what 205 Live is? Are you joking?
No, I'm joking. Like,
I was about to say, I was like, calm down. But like, for real, dude, it's just like, you look at the talent roster from 205 Live. By the way, Cruiserweight Classic just so happened to come on after we cut our goddamn podcast off. Did you happen to go back and watch that, by the way?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. Kota Ibushi should have won, but he didn't sign. Yeah. Whatever.
But, like, I mean, the thing with 205 Live, and I like aspects of it. You know, I like Lucha House Party. I like, you know, a lot of the talent on there, but it just has no direction, in my opinion. You know.
Nowadays, yeah, but back like 2018, it was on fire. Cause that was,
I agree.
Man, the feud between Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy sold me.
Yes.
I was like, yep, 205 Live is awesome again, because I was there. That entire series of matches they had was phenomenal. And him, Mustafa Ali moving to SmackDown was a great move, because then he could be feuding with some of the best talent. We got to put him in front of a lot of
that match
talent.
with him, was it him and AJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm assuming he's gonna fight Samoa Joe sometime soon.
Cool.
But we all know Samoa Joe's gonna fight John Cena at WrestleMania.
Is that happening?
Well, if they're gonna do it, they need to start it tomorrow. Because they gotta do WrestleMania's in a month. They gotta start it tomorrow. Like, Joe needs to call out Cena, and Cena needs to answer him Tuesday.
Hey, Alex, I gotta take a leak. I'll be right back.
You're fine, dude. I'll see you. I can talk to the fans here. But, yeah, man. For me, I feel bad that Wrestling Paradise lost. You know, we cut our podcast off in 2016, we lost the ability to do reviews on certain shows like CWC. Because that was something I took pride in when it came to Wrestling Paradise. We talked about the shows that no one talked about. We are going to touch on Lucha Underground in just a second because that's another show we're going to have to recap on. But, you know, Wrestling Paradise was doing the kind of reviews that no one else would do. I think we were one of the first ones to do a review on that horrible show, Legends of Wrestling. Oh, man. The pain. Oh, that review is still up, too. You should go watch it, just to make us feel better. But it really does. It really does make you appreciate, you know, the things that Wrestling Paradise did. So, he's in the bathroom right now, but,
That was quick. Somebody said something about Kalisto being by himself. I agree with that. I mean, I like him and, like, Lindsay and stuff, but, like, yeah, I think, you know, wrestlers in stables, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think Lucha House Party's cool, but I would definitely be more, you know, a fan of them guys on their own.
But regardless of how we feel about it, I can guarantee you all of us would agree that show's better than Raw.
What, 205 Live is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, staring at this wall in front of me is better than Raw, so that's not really saying much.
Well, come on, you don't want to watch them SNL segments again? Oh, come on.
Anyways, moving on from that bullshit. Oh God, but yeah, man, NXT 205 Live it's a healthy reminder of why we're wrestling fans.
Yep.
And here's to Tommaso Ciampa for a speedy recovery. But you know what else is a healthy reminder of why I'm a wrestling fan, Preston? This amazing rise of a certain Jamaican man.
Boo! Boo!
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Alyx did it. I can't.
Guys, let me tell y'all something. Back when I started YouTube, I did a video called Top 10 Wrestlers Who Should Be a World Champion. Preston, do you know that literally, like, almost all those wrestlers on that video became world champion except one? Guess who that one is?
It's Kofi Kingston.
It's Kofi Kingston.
God damn.
It's time.
Yep.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen.
Heroes
It is
of
time
Better 2019
to
Raw.
go ahead and do this rise for Kofi Kingston. By the way, we got a super chat from Brett Bullet 101. Thank you, sir. You are awesome. Heroes of Wrestling is better than 2019 Ross.
No, it's not. No, it's
Calm
not.
down.
No, it's not.
Calm down.
Have you seen Heroes of Wrestling? Have you really watched it? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's the worst goddamn thing I've ever seen. So, yeah.
But anyways, getting back to Kofi Kingston. Preston, 11 years.
That's crazy as fuck. Like,
this man, will you think about the people who have been world champion? Sheamus, Jack Swagger,
god damn.
Jinder Mahal.
No.
We're not going to talk about him. That's one we will pretend never existed. How about that?
Oh, come on, the modern day
Maharaja.
Alyx did it. He did the roll. Come on, you tell me that's not the best ever? Like, oh yeah.
Of all the people that became world champion, Kofi Kingston isn't good enough to be one. Get the fuck out of here, man. This man has done some of them. Think about what he had to work with, dude. First off, a Jamaican gimmick. He got that over.
Yes, he did.
He got it over. And then they threw him in some of the most random ass tag teams. The one with CM Punk, that got over. The one with, remember Evan Bourne? Remember the one with him and Evan Bourne 2011? Yes. That got over. The one with him and R-Truth? that was dumb. But he made that work. And then the New Day.
Yep.
The New Day, when they first came out, was so dumb. Oh, God, it was stupid.
God, it sucked.
It sucked.
Then they turned it into whatever it is now, and I still don't really like it, but it's better than what it was.
Oh,
so.
Man, I love the New Day now. Yeah.
I don't like the pancakes thing. I don't really get that.
Oh, dude, nobody likes the pancake stuff. The Booty-O's was good. Like the cereal, I'm like, yeah.
Booty-O's was cool. I like Booty-O's. I don't like pancakes. I don't really get that part. I like the ice cream one too. I like Was it Biggie who did like the LWO? Jesus Christ.
That's a blast.
LOD. That's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
With the ice cream cones, like that was cool. But yeah.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. The fact that this man has taken everything that this company has given to him
and made it gold.
and made it go. Do you understand how hard that is? Think
Very
about
hard.
people like Big Show, who got some of the worst shit you can think of.
Come on, him and Boss Man. Come on, that's not like the best thing ever. Like,
and then he started impersonating people back in like 2001.
Suck hard.
And then wore a diaper for New Year.
Oh my god.
And then he did tag teams with Miz and Jericho and Big Show actually worked.
I like Jericho. That was cool.
That was like one of those tag teams that I was like, wow, that actually worked. And then how many face and heel turns did he do? Oh, goodness.
Too many to count. I can't even count them all.
Heel
but he was
face.
doing that back in the 90s too, so hey, who knows?
It's a freaking parody at this point how many times Big Show turns heel and babyface. It's ridiculous. Yep. But you think about talent that got all that stuff, and you look at Kofi Kingston, multiple time IC champion, multiple time US champion, multiple time tag team champion, has won every single belt you could possibly win, except for one. The WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. Nobody cares about that belt. But the WWE Championship.
Let's just throw that right underneath the fucking bus, why don't we? But anyways.
But this guy has done way too much, has worked way too long and way too hard to not get one run. I'm not saying give him a 10 runs, or, you know, the John Cena 16 or the Woo Nature Boy 17 run. I'm saying one.
Just give the guy one. You gave it to Jack Swagger, for the love of Christ.
No one asked for Jack Swagger. Nobody asked for Jack Swagger.
Why? No.
Give Kofi Kingston one run. And I am so happy to say that I think they're going to give it to him. Because initially, it was supposed to be Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. But guess what? That's happening tomorrow at Fastlane.
Yep.
And I think they're going to push Kofi and Bryan to WrestleMania so they can give Kofi his moment. Which, by the way, if he gets it, you're going to be blown by this, Preston. He will be the first ever pure black African-American WWE champion. Now,
that's
The Rock,
crazy because The Rock isn't. And Rock's the only one, if I'm not mistaken,
Rock
right?
is the only black wrestler, but he's black and Samoan.
Right.
He's not pure black. He's not pure African-American. Right. So Kofi will be making history.
Can you believe Booker T never won the fucking WWE title?
You know, he could have back in a
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, no, when did he fight Triple H? That was WrestleMania 19, right?
Oh, God. That was for the world title, though.
Ah, damn. That's true. So, he never won it. So,
nope,
Kofi Kingston will be the first one.
Well, dude, he didn't win the world title until 2006. He only won the belt once. That's it.
And then Mark Henry won it after him, and that was World Heavyweight Championship.
That was cool. I like that Mark Henry reign.
Guys, Kofi Kingston will be the first ever black WWE champion.
If it happens.
I think it's going to happen. Because at this point, if it does... Dude, do you know the era we're in right now? I think they kind of have to give the belt to Kofi, especially since fans are asking for it. I won't say it's as big as Bryan was in 2014, where fans are just like, give us Bryan or else. But it's getting there with Kofi. Like,
well, that performance at Chamber, like, the dude has to, like, get something. Like, good God. Like, yep.
Yeah, and let me talk about this super chat from Brett Bullet, who says, Sami Zayn, he predicts Sami Zayn will cost Kevin Owens the WWE Championship. I mean...
Sami Zayn.
It makes sense.
Owens the
I don't know,
WWE
man. We'll see.
Championship.
Well, wouldn't it be awesome if he comes out, like, big thing, and then swerves his ass, like, at the end, like he did with him at that fucking NXT taping, and then we get Sammy and Kevin once again, where Kevin's heel, Sammy's fair. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Kevin's face, Sammy's heel. What the fuck am I talking about?
No, that's new. Well, that's new.
Yeah, you flip the roles. I think that's awesome. So we'll see what happens.
My thing is, and someone already said it, I love the fact that once again, I love the fact that once again, it took the fans
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, it took the fans basically telling WWE, we do this or else, to make them
Isn't
look
that
the
the
star.
point?
Yeah.
Isn't that the point, Mister? About the fans, fuckers? Like, yeah, sure it is. Yeah.
But no, Vince McMahon is, oh, you want this? I'm gonna give you this instead.
I will take it away.
Oh, we'll
bitch.
talk about that with Becky and Ronda and Charlotte in a second. We got a lot to discuss. We're not even close to that though, because next up is the Hall of Fame. So
Yes.
I'm not gonna say too much about this, Preston, because to me, when it comes to the Hall of Fame, we already know that it's basically who Vince wants to be in it. At the same time, though, I have to give credit where credit is due. They are finally putting China into the Hall of Fame this year. She's not going in individually, but she's going into the Hall of Fame.
I don't care as long as she goes in. Like, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm shocked that Honky Tonk Man is going in.
After what he said about the Hall of Fame, absolutely.
I am amazed that motherfucker's going in. The reason I say that, if you have not watched some Honky Tonk Man interviews and shoots, that motherfucker, like, hates WWE. Like, hates that company. Like, I'm amazed he is going in. But he is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. I think that warrants it just enough. The next, Tori Wilson, though.
Listen.
Why?
Let me speak up about Tori Wilson real quick, because if you look at it for what it is, she's not known for her in-ring ability. Let's be real.
No shit.
We know what she's known for. If you know anything about Tori Wilson, do me a favor.
Come on, there's not a list of 5-star Tori Wilson classics out there. There's not a DVD set. Like, oh, come on. Like,
do me a favor. Go on YouTube, search Tori Wilson and Sable bikini contest.
That's all you need to watch.
That's all you need to see to know what the hell Tori Wilson was about. With that said, let's give her credit. She got some of the highest rated segments during her run on SmackDown.
I will never, ever forget that fucking funeral thing with Dawn Marie.
Oh, my God. And that feud.
Yes, I will never forget that.
Remember the night when Dawn Marie... Hold on. Remember that when Dawn Marie promised that to show us a special video of her and Tori Wilson?
Yes.
On SmackDown?
Yes.
Dude. That... Although they didn't show the entire thing, they teased it and made us see it at the pay-per-view, bastards. But that segment, I looked it up, got like a 4.8. It got huge ratings.
If you've never seen the Dawn Marie Tori Wilson feud, just go watch it. I think it's very entertaining. It's not highbrow in any regards, but it is very well done, I will say. Like, I don't watch it and hate it. It's better than Katie Vick.
Man, I gotta say this, man. I understand that in this era of wrestling, fans are not looking for that kind of female entertainment anymore. I say that.
No.
I say that. But back in the day, back during the time when WWE was appealing to a horny demographic, let's call it what it is, 18 to 35, you know what they look for in women. Tori was the best at her job. Now, they had the Trishas, they had the Litas, and they had the Stacy Keeblers and all those other women who were hybrids. But you didn't see Trish doing the hot lesbian action stuff. You didn't see Lita doing it.
Oh, my God.
You know who you saw doing it? Tori Wilson.
HLA. What the fuck?
Remember that?
What the fuck? They had T-shirts. They had T-shirts that said it on it. Are you kidding me?
Preston, who was the first one to get a Playboy cover? Tori Wilson.
Yeah. No, she wasn't.
Was it?
Sable.
Was it Sable?
China had fucking Playboy before she did.
Was it? I think it was either China or Sable. Okay.
Sable and China were the first two, to my knowledge.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, Tori Wilson was one of them to get it, for sure.
Yes, she got one.
She got one. And watch this, Preston. You remember the Divas Championship? Oh, yeah, remember that? They actually created that belt for Tori Wilson to win.
But she never won it.
You want to know why? Because she quit. She left the company before she could win it. Remember, because she left.
Oh, my God. Viagra on a fucking pole. Yes. Billy Kidman and Shane Douglas. That storyline.
Don't remind me.
God damn.
Don't remind me.
Woo.
But the thing is, y'all, we can say everything we want about Tori Wilson being.
I mean, if people want to say she's a draw, great. Like, I'm not trying to bag Tori Wilson. It's just the fact that she's just an odd choice to go in this year. Like, I would have much rather have had Sable, who needs to go in. Like, Sable needs to go in. Sable's, in my opinion, in the top 5 ever.
Sable was Tori Wilson before there was Tori Wilson. Let's call it like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Sable was better. Like, that's just my opinion.
She's better than Tori Wilson. Okay, you can argue that. Yeah.
Do you not agree?
No. Here's my thing, because
okay.
I first off, yes, I agree. Sable was definitely. I mean, that's why I had Sable and Tori together, because it's basically Sable passing the torch to Tori, because that's exactly what she was. She was emulating Sable. Everything that Sable was is what Tori was. It's just, to me, and I agree with you that Sable should have gone in first. I'm okay with Tori Wilson going in, because whether you like how she did or not, she was one of the few women, along with Chyna, along with freaking Sable, with Trish and Lita, to actually stand out and make people give a shit about the women.
That's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. I mean, you can talk all you want about the Joy Giovannis and the freaking Nidias.
Goddamn.
Listen, they were all hot too. I'm not taking anything from Candice Michelle.
But they sucked. But goddamn, they sucked.
For real.
I will watch Sable, Powerbomb, and Mark Merrill all fucking day compared to watching any of that shit you just named. So I'm
just saying. So I'm okay with her going in the Hall of Fame. I'm personally not.
Mickey James, yes, definitely needs to go in. Same with Miss Elizabeth. How the fuck she is not in there yet? Why did they not put her in with Savage?
Because they're
idiots. Do you
know
why?
Because they're idiots. That's why.
Because they're idiots. I don't know how the fuck she.
I think it's because of the stuff with her and Lex Luger. Remember how she died and the conspiracy and the whole stuff.
So what? Fucking Mr. Perfect overdosed and he fucking went in.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
Come on.
Eddie had a history like that too. I'm just saying.
Right. Like.
It really is. See, and that's another thing too, because the whole thing with with Vince and Savage and stuff. I
still think that's bullshit. Like. I think it's because he left the company on the way he left to go to WCW, and it burned Vince that hard. And then Savage shitted the fuck all over the company. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that too.
Yeah, and actually, Preston, people are actually shocked along with you. People didn't know Miss Elizabeth wasn't in the Hall of Fame. No, she's not in, guys.
No, she's not in there.
You know who also's not in? King Kong Bundy, who recently passed away.
Yeah, he's not in there yet either.
And also Vader. He's not in it either.
Yes, that to me is amazing how Vader's not in there. Like, I don't understand why he's not in there. Like, Vader to me is one of the biggest draws of the 90s. He just is. Like, how the fuck Vader is not in the Hall of Fame, I don't understand. Like, if they don't put him in this year, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it.
Now, exclusive here. You guys don't know this, but I'm following a source called WrestleVotes who has leaked information before WWE leaked what's gonna happen, actual in real time. And the next inductee, check this out, Preston. You ready for this? Is Brutus the Barber with the Beefcake.
Okay.
And crickets. And that's why I just went, oh. That was my reaction. It's just like,
woo!
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to put the Zodiac and the Disciple in the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Okay. The man of so many gimmicks. It's funny to even think about. If you've never seen, go look up OTR. Is it? No, OTR. It's Old School Wrestling. Did a video on the Brutus the Beefcake gimmicks in just WCW. He had like 8 of them. Like, it's ridiculous. He main evented Star fucking Cade with Hogan in 95. Like, no.
It's true.
No.
95 was such a crap year to be a wrestler.
God, it was car.
Oh,
if you made it through 95 and are still a wrestling fan, my hat's off to you. It's like the worst year of wrestling ever. But Yeah.
I
I
love
love-
how
I love the Zodiac. Zodiac's
Yeah.
my favorite. Yes. No. Dungeon of Doom is just amazing shit. But I mean, granted, Bruce the Barber Beefcake, like whatever. Like I'm not a fan of like him going in at all, but he's a legend in the business. Like I mean, who does not know Barbershop just for him and Janetti and Sean? Like, you know. So-
man, dude, I don't know if that's true, and most likely it is because this guy is very good with his sources. This Hall of Fame's not looking. I'm not saying it's terrible because
Other than DX, I don't give a shit.
it needs some more star power. Like it needs an Undertaker. It needs an Undertaker.
But they're not gonna put Taker in there because DX is the draw.
They made DX the main event. Yeah, I know.
If Taker was going in, he would have been first.
Damn. I mean, who else could they put in there though? I'm just saying.
I don't know. There's a bunch of. Well, I just named a shit ton. Fucking Sable and Vader and tons. So I don't know.
Yeah, and they always have like one woman, so they got that covered with Tori.
Fuck that. I'm still not a fan. I don't care. So yeah.
Anyways, dude, we'll see what happens with the Hall of Fame. Can it be salvaged? Yes. I'm just happy that China's going in.
Yes.
Honestly,
yes.
I'll be real with you. If they don't give anybody else a good spot, like just random ass people they
Right.
choose,
Right.
fine. China's going in.
Yeah.
I'm
I
happy
agree.
about that.
This might be a fill out name year. Like they just put people that need to go in kind of thing, and don't put like people that people want to go in, and then it makes no sense. But they kind of do that. So like somebody mentioned Drew Carey. I don't know why Drew Carey's in there, but he had one segment on one pay per view, and he's in the fucking Hall of Fame. I will never forget. What Mania is that, Alex? Is it 30? Which one did he go in? Drew Carey.
That was it was 30.
30?
Yeah.
Booed the fuck out the building. Like fuck you. Like,
Dude.
I love
You
Drew
know
Carey.
who really should go in? Who's not like a WWE like on-screen persona? Jim Johnson, who made the WWE themes.
Yes. Like how's he not in there? Like the dude was the sound of the company for 20 years.
How like he should have been one of the first ones to go in when they started
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Man, whatever. But this McMahon, this McMahon chooses it. So,
Yeah.
dude, I think it's time we stop jerking around with all this small talk. Let's get to some real craziness. Let's talk about the upcoming main event of WrestleMania 35. First time in WrestleMania history, we're gonna have women close the show.
Nuts.
We're gonna have Ronda Rousey taking on Charlotte Flair, taking on the man, Becky Lynch. Preston, before we even talk about it, how you feeling about the man? How you feeling about Becky Lynch?
I love Becky Lynch. I mean, I've been a fan of Becky since NXT. So like, fuck.
Yes.
It's about time. We put it like that. Like,
Isn't
I
it
love
funny that let me just break this down for you. You know how hard they've been pushing Charlotte. Like they gave her Asuka's undefeated streak for Christ's sake.
nuts. It's nuts.
900
Like,
days undefeated. Went straight to Charlotte. They pushed the hell out of this woman. What, 7-time women's champion?
Yes. 7.
Okay. And then you got Ronda freaking Rousey. I don't even say anything else. Brought her in with an awesome match with Triple H and Stephanie, by the way, at WrestleMania. Love that match.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
they brought her in on a freaking red carpet. Flying red carpet. Here is the world. Here's the women's championship, undefeated. They gave her everything. Ain't it a bitch that Becky Lynch got over bigger than both of them?
Yeah.
And you know how she did it? And I love this. She did it through natural wrestling booking.
Yeah.
You lose, you go off TV, you play the undercard, and then you naturally grow by winning matches. And then you win more 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 matches. And then you get a championship shot. And everybody's like, yes, yes, give us that championship shot.
People, it's simple. It worked with Steve Austin. It worked with The Rock. It worked with everybody. But no, they just have an aneurysm like every time they want to push somebody for some fucking reason.
Dude,
Like, you know.
Remember when they? Yeah, because remember back in SummerSlam they tried to turn her heel.
Yes.
That was the dumbest thing you could do.
I don't get it. Like,
she was the most popular act in that ring, and you tried to turn her heel. And guess what? It failed.
Yep.
She got more over as a face.
Yes.
They had her run away from Charlotte. They had to play coward. Fans, they were not going to boo her. And then they had no choice but to turn her face after Nia Jax broke her face. Remember that?
Yep.
I guess I gotta get your thoughts on that. How'd you feel about Nia Jax breaking Becky Lynch's face?
Well, first off, Nia Jax, like, oh, God.
Miss Nepotism.
What the fuck? Like, where to even begin? Like, the fact that she had a good run last year and won the title, and then fucked it up. Like, goddamn, like, she,
she sucked. Because they gave her a legit storyline to get over, and she couldn't make it work.
Yes.
She bombed it.
Yes, hard. Like, hard. Like, and then she punched Becky, broke her face, and then got the heat of the world on her, and then nothing.
Let's just see if we can break this down for Nia Jax. Let's see how bad. Let me just break this down for y'all. So the beginning of 2018, she had a feud with Alexa Bliss, where she was her bestie, and then Alexa was using her, but that was weird because they broke up and got back together and broke up and got back together and all that stupidness. You know WWE's booking. But the whole story is, I'm being made fun of because Alexa Bliss called me fat. I'm being bullied. And then, she got the sympathy babyface push where she won the championship.
Alyx, that impersonation. God damn it. Like,
like, oh my god, she called me fat. Yeah, but for real. And she wins the championship, okay? And by the way, that was dumb. They should have had her squash Alexa. That should have been like that should have been like a 5-second match. No, it took her 10 minutes to beat her. Anyways, she wins the championship. Within 2 months, she's already back to being a heel. Because she couldn't hack it as a babyface. She couldn't hack it. So they turned her heel again and teamed her up with Tamina. And then the whole thing with Becky Lynch when she punched her in the face. Here's my thing. If you got that heat, make it work to your advantage.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so Nia has all this heat that she could use to really establish herself as like one of the best heels in the company. And what does she do with it? Squanders it. That heat is practically gone now.
Terribly. Like,
how the hell do you screw that up?
Well, give her a microphone and that's all you
do. Oh, God. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, like, oh my God. Guys.
No.
Come on, guys. I'm like the best wrestler in like the world. Like, come on.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Like, oh my.
Like, people give Ronda shit. She goddamn Roddy Piper. That's a bad comparison. Let's go. Give me a good promo guy, Alex.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
She is Jake the Snake Roberts compared to goddamn Nia Jax. Like, fucking Lord. Like, I will never forget that promo. You reacted to it on whatever Raw that it was on. Yeah. Like, it was, oh my God. Like, it was so bad. Like, I don't even have words for it.
You notice that she hasn't been talking as much, right?
Yes. Thank Christ. Like,
they purposely said, yeah, we can't have you talk no more, Nia, because they know she's bad. And
it's fucking cancer. Like, yeah.
But the thing about her, too, is she's spoiled. She's a spoiled, rotten little, You know she's
the fucking the Samoan thing, and that's
she's the cousin of The Rock. Yes.
That's all you need. Gotta be in that Samoan bloodline. You get the fucking world. Stupid.
I freaking hate it, man. And you already know Vince loves her because she's big. Like, for real. I'm sorry. I gotta call it like it is. If she wasn't close to 300 pounds, she's 278. Come on now. She's not 300.5 ounces. Remember that? Bullshit. She called a promo saying that I am.
Iron Johnson promos. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that was bad too.
That right there. People, real quick, you've never watched I Man Johnson cut a promo. Goddamn, you need to go. Like, it's hilarious. But anyways,
But no,
yeah.
this kind of moving on from Nia Jax, who probably will beat Sasha and Bayley tomorrow because
Fuck.
nepotism.
Wait, that's the tag match they're doing, her and Tamina versus them tomorrow for Fastlane.
Yes.
Fuck, I hope not.
I would love to see Sasha actually defend the championship and retain it for once.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it?
But I don't think she's gonna do it because I think they want to split them up and do Sasha and Bayley.
I know Alex is a big Sasha Banks fan as I am. It just sucks that Sasha just can't hold a title. Like, I will never forget that Falls Count Anywhere match with her and Charlotte. She won the belt, and it was like, it's one of my favorite endings to a Raw, like, ever. And I'm like, oh my god, Sasha's champ, and then she fucking loses it at SummerSlam. I was like, fuck you. Like, it's terrible.
But okay, enough about Nia Jax. Let's get back to Becky because she's the man.
Okay.
Figuratively and literally, the man.
I love that she uses that, by the way.
And she got it from beating Charlotte, which was excellent.
Yes. Awesome.
I love that. I love when people are able to take something from their feuds and storyline and develop it into their character. That is old school wrestling.
Yeah.
I love that. You know? Where did Triple H get the game from? He got it from that interview with Jim Ross.
Yep.
He's like, oh, you called me the studio of the game? I am the game. Bam.
Bam. It's like Austin in 316. Like,
he got it from that interview with Michael Hayes.
Yep.
Talk
But
about your
WWE,
John 16.
again,
Yeah.
they don't let characters become themselves, and it's why their company sucks. Like,
I mean, Austin did the whole what thing. That just started randomly. He just started saying what?
Yeah.
What? And he just got over naturally.
Yeah.
The yes thing with Daniel Bryan, that was him just acting stupid. And it got
That
over
started
naturally.
out as a joke. You people not remember that? It did. Like, I remember. Stupid.
Yeah, but that is how people get over. Becky, that's why I love Becky, because she's doing everything the right way as a natural performer in wrestling does it. And she's getting over the right way. And she's getting over more than WWE's favorites, which is, I guarantee you, pisses them the fuck off. It's just like, why aren't these fans liking Charlotte and Ronda? And Charlotte is good. I'm not taking anything away from Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Okay?
Now, Ronda, that's their own creation.
Ronda is good too, but she...
Yeah, no, I love Ronda.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, just...
She's not getting over the way that she should, naturally.
Thank you. Like, that's what WWE, like, that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's not what they get. So, yeah.
I mean, you gotta think about this too. Even something as recent as Suplex City.
Yes.
It just came from Brock Lesnar saying Suplex
City, bitch. I love that part in that match with him and Roman. And then that's it. T-shirt, boom. There you go. That's all you need. Yep.
But then we get into the feud. And it's sad because it started off really good.
And then, goddamn, here comes Vince.
And the McMahons. Not just Vince, but the McMahons.
Right.
You take...
that segment with fucking Stephanie, like...
As soon as I saw Stephanie on Raw with Becky, I'm like, here we go.
That's it.
Here we go. Here we go. They're gonna strip all kinds of awesomeness on this feud.
Everything. They're just gonna strip it all. It's it. It's over. You might as well pack your bag.
Did they ever fuck this
and
up?
Go the fuck home.
Dude, it was perfect. It was set up really well. Becky was supposed to fight Ronda in Survivor Series. She got hurt, and Charlotte came in, couldn't beat her, so she beat the fuck out of her, almost basically put her out of action. So Ronda has an issue with both of them, and she screwed both of them out of the Women's Championship. We're there. You had Becky win the Royal Rumble, a Rumble that she shouldn't have won because of Charlotte. Like, everything was happening so naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then all they had to do was just use that story to build to a match at WrestleMania. And it's funny how me and you can sit here and go, okay, Charlotte was supposed to have won that Rumble because Becky wasn't supposed to be in it, but she won it anyways. You could have Charlotte come out and say, I'm the real Royal Rumble winner. I should be in the match. And then she could have, here's where my mind is. Maybe you could come up with a little bit something else, Preston, but why not have Charlotte attack Becky, like blindside her and really hurt her and put in question that she can even make WrestleMania. And that's how we get Charlotte into the match. You know?
She already has the knee injury thing is not real.
No,
right?
no.
Okay, so you have that, so you can use that, and then she gets suspended, but not really, which I can't fucking stand.
Yeah.
By the way,
They keep bringing them back when they're suspended.
Reminds me of John Cena all over again.
In 2010, yeah.
Do people remember that? The motherfucker got fired, and guess what? He just showed up on Raw every week. Just jumped barricades, just jacking people backstage. He's not supposedly kayfabe, a part of the fucking company. But he can just do whatever he wants and not get arrested by the cops or anything. Nope.
And then they had her apologize. Which was the dumbest thing. Oh my god. And the thing is, they built the entire episode of Raw around her apologizing. She does it and nothing happens to her.
Nothing.
Triple H step, you just go, okay, you're in WrestleMania.
Wow.
And then what happens? Vince goes out there and says, oh, doesn't matter, you're still out of the match.
God, people were pissed.
This overproduced, overcomplicated. Remember the 30 Riots I told you about, Preston?
Thank you. That's it right there.
This is what happens when you have too many cooks in the kitchen. This is ridiculous. And then let me ask you this. What the hell is Charlotte doing?
That's a great question. I don't really know.
Think about it this way. Because back in 2016, Charlotte was awesome as a heel. But she was doing some messed up shit. She was attacking Sasha. She slapped Ric Flair, her own dad. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, she was cheating. She had Daniel Brooke help her out in matches. She did things that heels would do to get heat. What the hell has Charlotte done to warrant that heat? Oh, she replaced Becky. No, Vince replaced her. Charlotte didn't do anything. She just goes along for the ride. And if that's the case, why isn't Kevin Owens being booed? Because he did the exact same thing.
Right.
You see what I mean? It makes no goddamn sense. What is Charlotte doing? And then let's talk about Ronda. Have you seen the YouTube video?
Let's just open that Pandora's box, why don't we?
Yeah. Miss Breaking Kayfabe, Miss Wrestling is scripted, Wrestling is fake. Is that what we've come to with Ronda now? Now, I will say, her promo where she was dropping F-bombs, I like it when she's like that, because that's UFC Ronda. I like UFC Ronda. Okay?
Right.
But if we're getting to the point now where these wrestlers are coming out and saying wrestling is fake for heat, like, think about that, Preston. We now have to go outside the realm of wrestling.
That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get the Ronda memes on Twitter today have been great, but like I don't get the whole. I just don't. How do I put it? The fact that they went there with it, whether she meant to do that or not, I don't really get. I just don't get what it accomplishes, because to me, you're demeaning your own product, which is dumb. You're not really getting Ronda over anymore because you're kind of demeaning what she does and making her. I don't get it, Alyx. How the fuck does it even help anything out of anybody? Like, it doesn't.
It doesn't help anybody. All it does is get heat on Ronda.
That's stupid.
And I had to question.
That's shit heat. Like, it's not even good. Like, nope.
I had to question long term if this is the right way to go about it. If to go about things with Ronda, because if you're going to be using her in the future, because she's gonna be here for the next 5 years, dude. She isn't going away.
Right.
But you're gonna have her come back, and let's just say for some particular reason you want to turn her face. I don't know if you can ever go back to being a face after this. I think
I mean, it's not that detrimental, but it's not.
You sure? I mean, she literally came out and said wrestling is fake, dude. Like,
okay.
Can you go back from that? I'm just
But
saying.
how many people have said that? Just saying. Like.
Well, I mean, I'm actually trying to think.
There's a lot.
But I mean, here's the thing though. Like there have been people that have broken the fourth wall. DX has done that. But who has come out and said point blank,
like on television?
Not even just on television, but like
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but wrestling is fake. It's scripted. Other than Vince Russo. Just saying.
Ooh, you might have a point there.
There's ways to break the fourth wall, but keep it in the realm of wrestling. DX did it all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
You know? Freaking remember in 2006 when Triple H was having a baby? And they had to play around the fact that Vince was having a grandson.
That was awesome.
But they couldn't come out and straight up say that he's having a grandson that's Triple H's baby because they were in a feud with each other. Like, you can do that. You can be tongue-in-cheek with it. For me, especially nowadays with the wrestling fans that we have, we are overprotective of wrestling like a motherfucker, dude.
It's bad.
It's really bad. You are having Ronda go out there and tell these fans, what you watch is stupid. What you watch is fake. I am real. I am better than all of them. Most of the people, well, to be fair, if I'm going to be honest, Ronda could whoop 95% of the women in that roster.
Yeah.
Probably all of them. Even Becky. Like in real life, if Becky was to fight Ronda,
yeah.
Now, the only person that I would question, believe it or not, is Nia Jax. I think Nia would probably, because Nia's too big. Like Ronda would really have to try to break Nia's arm because she's she just fall on her. But the thing is, with Ronda, it's to the point with me where if this is what we have to go to make people care about your match, that just goes to show that you really fucked this up.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, because what they had was perfect. That's what kills me. You already had it. You had all the elements to make a good story. And then we're going to suspend Becky. We're going to bring her back and have her apologize. And then take away the badassery that she had. And then suspend her again. And then replace her with Charlotte. And then bring her back. And we can't forget about this. And then we're going to have Ronda vacate the championship. So then to have Becky and Charlotte compete for the Raw Women's Championship, even though they're SmackDown talent, to then have Ronda go out on Raw, demand to get the championship back that she vacated, and then Stephanie gives it to her. Oh my God, this is a mess.
Yeah.
No wonder they had her do. They had no choice. This is the only thing they can do. They have to have Ronda be that foil that is like the ultimate antagonist against wrestling, and then have Charlotte be the corporate favorite so fans can give a shit about Becky beating them both. I guess that's what we have to do now.
So basically, we're gonna turn Ronda into Roman. That kind of sucks.
Well, Brock Lesnar / Roman. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
A combination of a both. So Brock Reigns or Roman Lesnar, whatever you want to call him. I don't even know. It's bad. But it's kind of sad now that Ronda may have more heat than Roman Reigns. Oh God, I can't believe I just said that.
Wow.
Ronda might have more heat than Roman Reigns.
Jesus.
Let that sink in for a minute.
Oh, man.
At least Ronda is going to be able to use it to put over Becky Lynch.
Right.
My biggest issue with this feud, because Preston, me and you always think long term. We've been doing this for years. Let's just say they do the match, main event WrestleMania, and it's a good, great, maybe even amazing match. Becky wins. Now what?
I don't know. She just runs the division, basically.
I'm assuming she's going to be on Raw, so...
Right.
Now what? Who does she fight? You can't have...
Well, that's where you need to start bringing up more women. No, okay. You need to start building up more women that are on the roster, which is what they need to do anyways.
See, this is where, again, if you would have used logical booking, who beat Becky at Royal Rumble? Asuka. That would have been a great opponent for Becky after WrestleMania, but here's the problem with that. First off, honestly, Asuka is not even... I'm sorry, she's not even on the radar for me because isn't she like fighting Mandy Rose?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
And on top of that, what I would love to do, because we have, dude, if we're doing these women's tag team titles, we have way too many titles in WWE, by the way. You know how many titles we have in WWE?
15?
17 titles.
No, oh my God, I was close. Jesus.
17. I'm talking about WWE, 205 Live, NXT, NXT UK.
A lot.
17 titles.
That's a lot.
So, to me, if we're going to do this women's tag team titles, we don't need 2 women's titles. We need 1. If we're going to do that, I would love to do Asuka versus Becky unifying the belts.
But, again, my problem with them unifying the titles is you now lessen the roster down to 1 belt. And I know people are more keen on that, but if you're not going to build women properly, and then you're just going to start pooling them around, like, no title but 1, I think it just becomes more of a fucking problem because I feel like they need that belt because it gives more people opportunities. Hence why I like the fact they have 2 world titles. I know people don't like it, but to me it's a necessary evil because it helps the shows flow a little better than having it just 1 belt and then you just kind of like have a revolving door. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, no, I agree. Unify the fucking tag titles. That needs to happen.
Yeah, that too. That needs to happen. We don't got really enough tag team titles.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's just, I don't like the fact that there literally isn't anybody for Becky to go up against. They would have to, like, I guess you can move up freaking Shayna.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. And they still have to do Ronda versus Becky one-on-one. Like, they can always do that later. But, man, I'm just upset at the fact that they've done such a poor job in general with the main roster. We can move on to this topic of creating stars that it's I don't want to even say it's sad. It's just depressing at this point.
Right.
And I get it because WWE has made it to they've made it in a way where the star is the company. WWE is the star. You know?
Right.
And when WWE is the star, you won't be hurt if you lose a John Cena or a Roman Reigns or a Dean Ambrose because you can always just be recycling in and out because the main star is WWE. Here's the problem with that, though. If the company is the star, that means it's both the heel and the face. So, who gets the heat when shit goes wrong? WWE.
Yeah.
The talent don't get anything. The talent, they just feel like nobody feels different. Everybody feels the same. And when everybody feels the same, there's no stars. You can't create stars when everyone feels the same. Everybody's a star. That's not how it works. I hate that shit. Everybody's a superstar.
No.
No. Not everyone can be superstars. Sorry.
But at the same time, you know, they need to give wrestlers a chance as well. Like, it's a double-edged sword.
I agree. Listen, I think all the wrestlers deserve an opportunity to become a star.
Yes.
And the ones that take advantage of that deserve to be stars. Not everyone's going to take advantage of that, and not everyone's going to make it. I love Nakamura. I think Nakamura is meant to be a Japanese megastar. In America,
it just doesn't work.
It doesn't translate as well.
Does it work for a niche NXT market? Yes. Does it work on the main roster? Fuck no. Like, it just doesn't.
And people are telling me that, well, he didn't get a good booking. True, but even with the right kind of booking, I still have to question how big of a star would he really have been. I think he could have been like a subpar level star. Like, he would have been known. You know what I'm saying? But would he be like on the level of a Sting?
No.
And let's be real, like, Sting, Undertaker, they're not even close to being as big as Rock and Steve Austin and Hogan. You know.
Right.
We gotta call it like it is. Like, AJ Styles? Is he a star? Yes.
Yes.
Is he a mega star?
No.
But AJ Styles got the opportunity to be a megastar. And that's what matters. Because now, if AJ Styles was to retire tomorrow, Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Look at this.
Oh my God! Just the 3-year run he's done in WWE alone. Like, yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
But the thing is, a lot of these talent aren't getting the opportunities because, and the crazy thing is, when people like Zack Ryder go out and get an opportunity, like make his own opportunities, what happens to them?
They get.
Yes. He gets crapped on and they punish him for doing it.
I mean, there's women and men on that roster that have been in the company for 4 or 5 years since NXT started. That it just sucks to me that there's women and men in that company that have never gotten any kind of opportunity, whether it's storyline or title shot or anything. And there's people, and then especially in the women's division, it's a problem in my opinion. You have the same 6 women just revolving in and out.
Yeah.
And you have like fucking 30 women on the roster that have never even held a belt or got a title opportunity or anything. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I think about people like Ruby Riott, who I love.
Oh my God, I'm a huge Riot Squad fan. Huge. They're doing nothing with them.
Dude, her strongest suit is the microphone.
Yes.
You would think they would be all over her.
No.
Because she can talk asses into seats like no other.
I love that Natalya storyline. I thought it was great.
That was a shock. Wasn't that good?
Yes.
Because Ruby Riott was able to actually come out and speak and lead the storyline through her words. My thing is with Ruby Riott, if you was to give her, I say give her 10 minutes, one Monday Night Raw, go out there.
Can you imagine? This is what I want to see them do. You were talking about people for Becky. There you go, right there. Why not do Riot Squad hold all the fucking titles?
Man,
legit.
I think Ruby Riott and a Becky Lynch feud would be fucking amazing.
Fuck, are you kidding me? Like
if they here's my thing. If they let Ruby be Ruby Riott and actually do her thing as a heel,
god damn,
her and Becky would tear it up.
Oh my God. And then have Ruby win the belt, not right away, but like build it to SummerSlam. Do a 4-month program, build her to SummerSlam, and then have Riot Squad like win all the titles at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and Becky can win it back.
Boom. Yeah. Duh.
Everybody's just like, what about Becky's run? She can win it back, guys. It's okay.
I just said 4 months, for the love of Christ. Like,
I know everybody was just like, someone's asking, you're going to end Becky's run? I'm like, calm down.
No. Fucking hold it from Mania to SummerSlam. That's quite a run. Like, you don't have to hold it forever.
Yeah, let Ruby get a couple months with it, and then Becky can win it back. Like,
or have her hold it till Survivor Series. She wins it back at Survivor Series. Like, you can have the title trade, but you have to like wait months. WWE, you fucking retards! Don't just change it every 2 weeks, like, or whatever. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna do a title change, build it up for 4 months, then change the fucking title. Like, it's just dumb to me. Like, yeah.
I just kind of feel like with WWE, because they're so scared of getting in situations where they lose talent and then being left out in the cold, I think they become so overprotective of their image.
Yes.
That it really makes people not want to work there anymore. Which is why you're seeing this mass exodus of talent. Dude, do I need to go down the list of people who have left or are leaving WWE?
Well, we did the people that are going to, but like...
What about Ty Dillinger? Gone.
Yeah.
Hideo Itami? Gone.
Gone.
I gotta pull up the list. There's been so many. Maybe you guys can help me out. Who was that recent one that just got... Arn Anderson got fired. Remember that craziness? He got fired over Alicia Fox coming in.
I love the reason he got fired. That's just crazy, but yeah.
And then you got other people who are still there, freaking Epico and Primo, who are just in catering. You're like, who the hell are they? Who's Epico and Primo?
What? Who?
Who the hell are they? It's just stupid. Guys, help me out, because I'm actually
Epico to win the title.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's barn burner right there. Jesus Christ.
Guys, you're gonna have to help me because I'm blanking. I'm blanking because I had like a list of 10 people who left the company as of lately.
There's a bunch, dude. I don't know all the ones you just named. I don't know all the other ones. I guess, yeah.
I mean, Chris Jericho technically left, I suppose.
Yeah,
technically, but we already said Chris Jericho. I don't want to repeat the people we already said are leaving.
Right.
Rusev, no, because we know Rusev's about to be out of there. He's done. But regardless, dude, it's like people don't want to work there anymore because it's not fun.
Right.
And it's crazy to me that when you do get over, I gotta mention Rusev. Remember when I talked about Steve Austin 316? When I talked about what are the other examples I use of people just saying natural phrases like even
Triple H and Becky
the
and all
game,
that.
Becky saying the
Rusev.
man.
Rusev, yeah, like there's
And
another
then
one.
Rusev, you remember what his was? Rusev Day.
Yep.
Mike, bro, you know how over that was?
It was huge.
This is Rusev now.
I know.
Remember when Rusev, when he first came in, he was the Russian. He was the anti-American Russian who hated America.
And then him and John Cena had the worst flag match in the history of wrestling. Like, yeah.
But that mofo got over with something as silly and ridiculous as Rusev Day.
Yep.
You had something. And then, and this is why I hate WWE sometimes. They waited until it cooled down, like June, to push him to the WWE Championship when nobody gave a damn.
June.
This got over in 2017.
Yeah, they waited about a year too long.
And then they pushed him in 2018, and then by that point, it was too late. And so now what is he doing? A freaking tag team with Nakamura. That's another one they waited too long on. They should get him a push in 2017.
Yep.
Whatever, man.
It's like Samoa Joe, like, you know.
Oh, man, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with Samoa Joe. That's another one who's creating his own opportunities because he's just too fucking good on the microphone.
Yes.
His microphone work is... It's hard to not get behind him. You know?
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's awesome, man. Okay, so people are helping me out. Wade Barrett left the company. I mean, like, I'm talking about recently. We know, like, John Morrison, Wade Barrett, MVP. Like,
they're going back years. Fuck.
I'm like, recently. Like, Neville, thank you. Neville is recent. Neville left. That's one. I'll take Neville. Cody Rhodes is not recent. TJP is recent. Yes, I'll take TJP.
That's cracking me up. But yeah, TJP, whatever.
Damian Sandow is not guys. What are you gonna say next? You gonna say Sable? Sable left WWE.
Oh no,
guys.
Oh no.
Recently, but you know what I mean, dude.
That
It's just not fun
good.
anymore. Even
That
with
was
SmackDown being like, and look, in comparison, SmackDown's a better show.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Like, yes. Like,
But is SmackDown like a must see every week? No. Does it have good writing? Yes.
Yes.
Does it have like legit build up? I mean, that's how Becky Lynch became a star.
Right.
You know? It's how Charlotte was able to get into the role of a heel. They were able to tell a legit story with those two to the point where they main evented a pay-per-view. All women's pay-per-view. We didn't talk about that. How'd you like Evolution? I thought it was a good show. What about you?
Oh, how's it? I like Evolution?
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
There you go.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I love about that show was that the main event, by the way, was... what was that, Ronda and Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that match.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah. It should have been. I even said it. I even said it on the preview. The main event should have been Becky and Charlotte.
Are you kidding me? It was a barn burner.
It was a fantastic match.
Yes.
That was.
Yes.
People call that the best main roster match for women in history. I don't know if I could go that far.
History? That's hard because
it's one of the best main roster matches. Yes.
But Trish and Lita put on some barn burners, dude. Like, I don't know if I can call that the best. Is it one of the best? Yes. It's like in the top 5.
Top 5, absolutely.
Is it the best? I don't know.
I remember a hardcore match between Trish and Victoria I thought was better.
Are you talking summer or not summer?
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series? That one's pretty fucking badass.
That was the 2002 Survivor Series, which was one of the best pay-per-views I've seen.
That might be the best Survivor Series of all time. That show is fucking amazing. Like, yeah.
I gotta be real with you, man. It's really frustrating when you look at shows like NXT and you go, how can the same company produce a show like NXT with all these characters and all these amazing shows and still be okay with the crap we get on Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
I
I
said it
don't
on my
know.
Raw review when they did the SNL shit. I'm like, Vince McMahon.
Oh,
Vince
fuck
McMahon
me.
could not have looked at that script and went, "Good job, let's do
But
it."
again, this is the same man who wrote a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, there's too much to name, but like, I don't know who the fuck brainstormed that goddamn abomination, but like, why? I don't understand. Like, I get that the crossover appeal is it's an appeal, but A, nobody watches SNL anymore. Like, nobody gives a fuck. B, they were shit segments. Like, if you're gonna do crossover, do it well. Do it, competently. Don't make me reminded of the guest host make me want to kill my fucking self. Goddamn Monday Night Raw from 2010. Like,
Everything
no.
is so forced with WWE now, man.
Yes, that's
It's
what I
way
can't
too
stand.
forced. And the problem with it being forced is that they end up doing things that they know the fans are not gonna like, or pushing people they're not gonna like. No offense to. Remember, I gotta bring this up. Remember Enzo Amore?
Yeah. That poor bastard, yes.
Oh God, See, I'm not gonna lie. I watched his rap video and that made me just go, well, no wonder you got fired. But there was a couple of things that he did that made me go, I see why people didn't like you. But I'll be real with you. You give him credit. Give him and Cass credit. They were over like a mofo.
And they never won a belt or anything.
Not a single freaking belt.
No.
Well, Enzo won the Cruiserweight Championship, but no. I'm talking about tag team.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, those two, got over like hotcakes, and they... Who were the tag team champs during their run?
God.
No, I'm serious, guys. Who were the tag team champs during that run?
I don't remember.
I
Like,
don't remember.
Who was the NXT Tag Team Champions when they were in NXT?
Well,
It was
NXT...
the Lucha Dragons.
Well, NXT was the Revival. I'm talking about Raw. and
Oh,
SmackDown.
fuck. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
There we go. See, I don't...
How the fuck do I know that? Like, nope. No idea. No clue.
Was it the bar?
Was it?
It was the
I don't
bar.
remember. Was it the bar? I don't remember. I don't remember who tag champs were when it was, when they were on.
No. It was No, it wasn't the club. I know the club won it.
Was it New Day? It might have been New Day.
Was it New Day? See, guys, do you see?
It was not the fucking Vaudevillains.
I wish it was the Vaudevillains. It was new. People were saying it was New Day.
Okay, New Day.
Okay, it was New Day in the bar. Okay, there you go. And the Hardys. Thank you. The Hardys.
Okay.
All right. So, here's my thing, man. When you're out here forcing things on the fans, like that Enzo heel turn was so forced.
It sucked.
It sucked. You wonder why they were rejecting everything you do, man. I just miss the days when. Remember back? Let's just go back in time, Preston. Let's have some fun. Let's go back in time. Remember the days when Austin and Kurt Angle were backstage,
Yes.
guitar in hand. Kumbaya,
Oh my
Lord,
God, that segment is
Kumbaya.
Jesus.
And here comes Kurt Angle. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Man,
I miss anything that I grew up with WWE. Let me be blunt with you.
Wrestling
Like,
used to be so much fun.
if you have the network and you have not binge watched any year of Raw from the golden era, which would be, I think, 98 to about 2006 and in the beginning of 2007. If you have not binge watched any of that, you are A, doing a disservice, B, why do you even have the fucking network?
Right.
But, like, that's it. Like,
Guys.
yeah.
Here's my thing, too, because one thing I love doing is going back and watching the after Raw segments from back in 2002. My favorite one is when they tried to make Undertaker do the Spin Rudy. Please tell me you've seen that.
Yes.
That is my favorite after Raw segment.
That's awesome.
They
Yeah.
had They freaking tried to get Undertaker to do the spinneroonie. And he was just like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. They had The Rock go out there.
Oh
They
my
had
god.
Triple H go out there. They had the Un-Americans go out there.
That was awesome. Like, yeah. Dude, Ruthless Aggression, I think Ruthless Aggression is my favorite era, honestly. I love Attitude, but, like, Ruthless is the best, I think.
Vince McMahon made a full segment around that. And they were just having fun.
Like, that's the thing I think. I don't know if it's because WWE is what more public as of late or what, but there's just no fun in the business anymore. I just feel like it's so just stringent and just fucking stupid. Like, and the fact that it's all written and there's no characters. Like, think of all the wrestlers that me and Alyx like. For the most part, it's all organic. Like, there's very few that I can think of that are not that.
By the way, Preston, the live chat right now is singing Kurt Angle's HBK theme.
For that goddamn segment, that's awesome.
I think I'm cute. I got the medals. The Angle Slam.
Oh,
the
God.
ankle lock.
I love
Marty
it.
Jannetty. Still can't walk. I just a sexy Kurt. Sexy Kurt. Oh my God.
That segment is the shit. Yes. Oh, the scooter.
The scooter.
fucking scooter. Scooter's awesome.
Remember when Kurt Angle came out, when we got his head shaved by Ash, he came out wearing a wig, all those wigs.
Yes, with the fucking wrestling gear. I was, oh my God. Kurt Angle, you are the best ever.
It's not
like,
even just Kurt Angle. Wrestling used to be fun.
Yes.
It was,
Angle
yes,
aiming
and this
Taker
is
the
it
scooter.
too. Yeah, it's scripted. Yeah, it's not real. But it's supposed to be fun. Because if it's not fun, it's fucking stupid. Dean Ambrose said that. You gotta have fun with wrestling. Because if you're not having fun, it's stupid.
It is stupid.
And everything is so goddamn serious.
Yep.
Dude, when the authority, what I mean by authority, Triple H and Stephanie, every time they do a promo together, the freaking roster is on stage like a goddamn classroom. It's like a freaking high school meeting.
It's
the
bad.
principal.
It's bad.
It's and then they're out here talking about women's evolution and trying to start this and trends and I'm like, guys.
That's another problem I have with the company is they are so focused on like setting like records and shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Now, granted, I'm not saying the women don't deserve all of this, hype and praise and all this stuff, which it needs to be addressed. But was it not last year? But I think it was 2017, where it was the whole year of them just first this, first that, first this, first that. And I wanted to go, fuck you. Like, I get that it's a big deal that they're doing a first Hell in the Cell and a Money in the Bank and a Rumble and a Chamber and a fucking bull rope match and what the fuck ever else. But, the fact that that's what the whole division is built around and not talent and storylines is a problem.
And see, leading into the next topic here, like, I appreciate that we're trying to do something different with the women.
Yes, it's awesome.
Look, the women's tag team titles,
Cool.
first off, look gorgeous.
Yes, they do.
And I like the idea of having women's tag team belts and the idea that Sasha and Bayley or whoever's the tag team champs can go to different rosters, brands, NXT including, and defend them.
Yeah.
That makes it interesting because I'm like, they can lose those belts on any freaking show.
Now, maybe they need to start doing that with more titles because, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I like that we're doing something different. But we have to have the roster for it.
Yes.
We're just doing... Dude, let me ask you this. Looking at the women's division right now, do you think, even if you include NXT, do you really think we have enough women for tag team titles right now? And honestly, answer that question.
Well, just one set of tag belts? Because they got, about 40 right now? That's just me ballparking it.
Well, here's the thing. If you include NXT UK, yes. If you just include the main roster,
if you build it right, yes.
It's See, here's the thing, because main roster only has 18 women, dude. It's only 18 on the main roster. And then NXT has about
15.
About 15, and then you include NXT UK, which has about another 15. So yeah, about 40, 45.
I think the fact that they don't have any tag teams is another problem as well. Like, they did, these qualifying matches for that chamber. I mean, you got the Iconics, and you got Riot Squad, and you got, Nia and Tamina, what the fuck ever.
Samoan Slaughterhouse.
Is that the name?
That's their name.
Fuck me, that's bad.
Yeah.
God, that's terrible. Who the fuck came up with that?
I just heard it on commentary. That's what commentary.
Oh my god, it's garbage.
Anyways.
Yeah.
You were saying.
But there's not enough tag. Like, I mean, granted, there's women on that roster that I feel like they can become tag teams, but I feel like they hot-shotted it too fast.
Yeah.
You know what they should have done? Tournament.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Preston, like, you want them to actually build up a tag team and make people invest in them and give them the belts? What?
Yeah. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of which, why do they not do tournaments anymore? Like, on the main roster.
I was about to say, like, they do, but not on the main roster.
Back that up.
NXT and 205 Live do tournaments all the fucking time. But
well,
yeah.
main roster sure the fuck don't. Like, why don't they do King of the Ring? Like, legit.
Even like something like a gauntlet match. Remember the gauntlet match they did with Kofi Kingston?
Yeah.
That's how he got over again.
Right.
The one with Seth Rollins last year was amazing too.
Here's a wild concept. Like, why couldn't you do like King of the Ring and make the goal of the King of the Ring mean something like a WrestleMania title match
or SummerSlam title match
or SummerSlam? Yes, Alex, SummerSlam. That's a good one. Or you could do like the spot in the Royal Rumble, like the 30th, and make it mean something, not fucking R-Truth. That was terrible. Do that.
I knew he wasn't gonna be number 30 when he won. I'm like,
that's fucking stupid. Like,
and they replaced it with Nia Jax, and I went, oh god.
Then she got fucking 619 and RKO, and I laughed my ass off.
And the sad part is that was the best part of the match, seeing her get beat up by Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. It was awesome. I laughed my fucking ass off. Like, aha, you suck, bitch. But anyways,
oh my god.
Yeah.
I just feel with me, it's just way too forced. Way too forced. This whole women
having their own show. Man, I don't know about that. What do you think?
It can be done. It's being done now. It's just, I don't trust the main roster. I don't trust the main. If Triple H was in charge of it, let's go.
Yes.
Simple. But I don't
like. Here's what you could do, and this is a thought. Mm-hmm. Have Raw be all men, SmackDown all women. That's a thought. But Raw would be flooded as fuck. But they have 3 hours.
You end up, the thing about that is too that's a big risk because you're gonna end up dividing your audience majorly because you already know if you put all the women on SmackDown, they're not watching Raw. You can forget about that. Some might, but a majority of them are checking out SmackDown.
I'm just saying that because if they don't do that, they're gonna have to make another show for television, I guess.
You'll have to do a third brand, yes.
Okay.
But I really do think with WWE the way it is now, we can go into this topic because I think we've been holding it off long enough. Because they have so many talent and because they have so much content, let's just add it up, Preston. 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 1 hour of NXT. If you watch 205 Live, 1 hour of 205 Live. If you watch NXT UK, 1 hour of NXT UK. And then you got not 3 hours, but 4-hour pay-per-views now because it's dual branded. Plus 2 hours of the pre-show. We're not going to count that. So let's see. 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4.
Jesus.
8 to 12 hours of wrestling content a week. And that's only if you watch WWE.
Right.
I'm not saying Impact Wrestling or
And
ROH
all
or
that other
Lucha
shit.
Underground.
Right. Like, good Lord, you watch like 15 hours a week. Like, fuck. Like, it's insane.
15 hours of WWE week. And then that's just us watching it. And I feel fatigued.
Yeah.
These wrestlers, those poor souls, these wrestlers are on the fucking shows busting their asses.
Yeah.
Going from the show to live events. And they're only home once a week.
See, like, I don't even know if, but I guess WWE makes money on them live events. I don't even know if live events even need to still be a thing. Like, is there a point to house shows anymore? I don't really know.
I mean,
other than the fact that I guess they're a little more intimate than fucking, the
that's
bigger
the reason
shows.
they're going, because it's very small and intimate. You get to talk to the wrestlers and hang out with them.
I mean, that's cool. I like that part of it, but then you need to fucking drop them ticket prices. Jesus Christ, they're expensive.
Tell them how
Like,
much your ticket costs for the live event, please. Please tell them how much it costs.
I didn't go, but I was going to, and like they wanted $300 for floor seats, and I was like, what? Because I was like, oh, I'll pay $100 for floor seats. Like, no. And then like Alyx, what did you say you paid for chamber? $80 for nosebleeds?
$75 for my seat in the nosebleeds.
It's fucking insane.
And then the floor seats.
Oh, forget it.
Forget it.
Bank loan.
1,000,
WWE,
2,000. Forget about it.
WWE, you need to drop your ticket prices. Like, that's why people aren't.
This is what's killing me though. They're still selling out those seats. There are people who are stupid enough to buy the seats at that price.
Like, yeah.
WWE's making money off of them, and then those people go to the shows and the shows are awful.
I love it. I love it when you watch a bad Raw and you see them poor fucking bastards sitting in that front row seats.
Oh
like,
my god! You wonder why the front row seats are filled with people who are pissed the fuck off? Because that poor bastard in the front row paid $3,000
a lot
to come to a crappy ass Raw with SNL skits. When you think about it,
are you joking about that $3,000 price, or are you legit serious?
Preston thinks I'm joking.
Front row is not $3,000.
You know what, Preston? I want you to look up what's the next Raw. What's city's next Raw in?
You know what? Let's just hold on. Let's just do this shit.
Look up. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna let you do it. Look up where the next Raw is gonna be.
Yeah.
Look up the ticket prices. Get the front row seats.
I have to now because fuck.
Because we already know WrestleMania seats are ridiculously pricey. Like, that's a fortune for front row. That's definitely $2,000, $3,000. But them Raw, my pay-per-view seats were very expensive, believe it or not.
Those are ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah. So you go ahead and look that up. But, yeah, for Chamber, it was very expensive. Like, it was in the thousands for the front row seats.
Nuts.
It was crazy. But just to kind of wrap up the women's tag team title belts, I appreciate that we have something new with the women. I think it could work out if they're given, like, legit freedom to go work on SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, and stuff like that. I would love to see Becky. But Bayley and Sasha compete on NXT for those belts. Imagine them fighting Kairi Sane and Io Shirai, or like Shayna Baszler and one of the women that she works with. That'd be nice. Like, you could do so many cool matches with that. If it gives the women an excuse to go back to NXT, I'm okay with that. So it's in Pittsburgh, by the way, Preston. Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Okay, so
moment of truth. Here it comes.
I'm looking at this right. Okay, so you're not on the floor. This is in like the lower level before you're on the floor. It's $180. That's not even floor seats. It actually doesn't give me floor seats.
That scares me a little bit.
So I take it that they're fucking sold out.
That
So
pretty much means they're sold out. Yeah.
Let me go to a different Raw. But for not even floor, it's almost $200. That's fucking ridiculous.
To me, like, if I'm thinking like a front row seat of Raw, $500 is pushing it, but I'd be like, okay. You know
That's
what
still insane to me.
It's still insane, but I would be like, the front row's like right there next to the ring, $500. I'd be like, I mean, I'm in front of the camera. I got a sign. I get to have, talk to the wrestlers, maybe even high five a wrestler. Yeah, okay. $500. You can argue that. When you get to like 1,000 or 2,000 and 3,000, I'm like, there ain't a single wrestler alive right now that's worth $3,000 for me to touch or be that close to. Now if it was Austin and Rock, no, not even Austin and Rock. I'm just like, nah, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like $500 to be that close to the wrestlers and the ring. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't argue against that. That'd actually be like, that sounds fair.
Let's look up Fastlane tickets since I'm on here. Fuck it. I can't get like Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, look at the Fastlane tickets. That's good. Do that.
Let's look at that one on here. let's look at this crazy shit. And by the way, it is in Cleveland, which is about 3 hours from me. Not going to it, obviously. Fuck that.
Fuck that. I'm just reading the comments while you're doing that. Everybody's just having a good time. Thank you guys for joining us, by the way. We're glad you're having a good time. Like, dude. By the way, we've maintained 80 people throughout this entire podcast. That's pretty good.
Nice.
We got a good crowd. Be sure you guys like the video, by the way, in case you haven't.
I'm not a robot. Fuck you.
King Booker.
$500 for floor.
Like I said, that's fair. That's not bad. Okay. What about front row seats?
I don't think it's gonna give me front row.
I guarantee if you see front row, it'll be close to 1,000.
Yeah. So $500 for floor. So
all right.
that's.
I mean, for me, like I said, like front row seats, like 500, I think it's fair. But like front row 1,000, like, do you know what I can do with $1,000, dude?
A lot.
Too much.
That's over what I make in 2 weeks. Like, fuck.
Speaking of crowds, Preston, I gotta ask you about Lafayette. So, a few weeks ago,
shit.
that crowd that went and was completely silent.
Yes.
Did you see that show?
Yes, I did. Zoe.
Zoe's his dog, by the way.
Shut up.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand people, especially if they paid $500 to go to Raw, why you would sit there and do nothing.
Right.
Like, I get it. Raws are not good, especially these Raws. Holy shit! Last week's Raw was garbage. But goddamn, like, you could have reacted some kind of way. That's why I love Houston. Even if the shows aren't that good, we are at least gonna make some goddamn noise. Okay? Houston makes noise. Alright? I don't understand crowds like Lafayette when you know that they paid a fortune to go to these shows. Because we're not just talking about the ticket. The ticket itself is already expensive. We're talking about the gas to drive there. We're talking about people coming out from out of town, sleeping in hotels, and then going back and forth between stores, getting food, and then driving home. Guys, that's a lot of money.
A lot of money. I know this from experience. Like, I mean, $500, that's just crazy. Like,
man, like, what's the freaking point? You might as well just stay at home and save $500.
Right.
And
sleeping.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Someone just told us that it's $1,000 to get a front row seat at Fastlane. Yeah. Yeah. I can't.
Why are people paying them prices? Like,
I can't.
Like, I don't know how people pay that shit.
They do it.
I go to, on average, 8 to 10 concerts a year. I don't even pay $500 for all of them, let alone like WWE one show. Like, that's ridiculous to me. Like, you should be able to buy like a pack for that price, and you get to go to like every pay-per-view or some fucking shit. Like, That's just insane. Like, don't I mean? Like, I'm shocked they're still getting people in the building. Like, I don't know.
Dude, you know what WWE needs? It needs an
intervention.
An intervention! Yes.
But yes, in an
This
off-season.
McMahon, doctor, I was telling these fans that what they need is a dose of Roman Reigns. And they told me I was crazy. Well, Vince.
Oh, shit.
Anyways.
Yes, they need an off-season without question. It needs that.
Guys, they need an off-season. Even Roman Reigns on Twitter said they need an off-season. An off-season would be great because you know what? Roman got himself an off-season and he feels reinvigorated. Creatively, and, you know, he feels more motivated to do his work.
Good.
And let me tell y'all something. You can make it work with this roster. When you look at the talent roster they have now, when you include NXT, NXT UK, Raw, and SmackDown, what they can do. First off, December, take December all the way off. Don't do any shows in December. No NXT, no NXT UK, no Raw, no SmackDown. Nobody does anything in December. Just take that month off. It's 30 days. What we can do is, after WrestleMania, we can do that Raw after Mania and that SmackDown. From that point forward, we can do nothing but NXT. NXT, you can do NXT on Monday, then NXT UK on Tuesday. We use those weeks to showcase the NXT talents for an hour, and then let the roster take those 2 months off. And then we do Money in the Bank. Check this out. Money in the Bank to SummerSlam. And then we can do a roster rotation where we do certain wrestlers during the summer, and then do another certain wrestlers during the fall. And then, you know, because that's Survivor Series, because from summer it's that to SummerSlam, right? And then the fall is what? SummerSlam to about Survivor Series. And then break. And then we can have them all come in and do like this big extravaganza push for WrestleMania and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do. If you separate this whole idea of roster rotation, like we do it in quarters. During this quarter, these talent work. During this quarter, these talent work. And then we can do like a 6-month thing where you work for a full 6 months. Right?
Right.
You take the break. And then, actually, no, we can do 9 months. We can do like a full 9 months, and then they take 3 months of break when you think about it that way. Because you have December.
Yeah. Because, like, if you think about it, like, when did talent get chances to do things? Like, that's kind of the crazy part to me. Like, I don't know how it works, but, like, think if you're a talent, like, how do you get time off? Like,
when you get hurt.
I don't know. See, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. It's sad, but when you get hurt, it's when you get time off. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
And some of these talent, they desperately need time off.
Yes.
Desperately need. Man, when you think about, I have to call this out. When you think about what happened to Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about him, yes, he was hurt. He was working through an injury. But if they wouldn't have pushed him up to the main roster to do those shows and not aggravate his injury even more, he could have done NXT TakeOver New York and then taken the break. You know?
Right.
He would have had his break. Could come back a few months later and get moved to the main roster. It was okay. But when you overwork talent like that, they get frustrated. They don't perform as well. And what happens to them? They cool off. And then they get bland. So when they get hurt and go take a break, you basically start over with them when they come back.
Yeah.
When all you have to do is use the 9 months. And here's what I'm saying. You bring them in for 9 months. You make them work. You know? Do roster rotation here and there. Give them the 3-month break. You can cycle it in certain ways. And then when they have that break and come back, they're going to be here long term. Then you can use them for 5, 6, 10, 15 years. And then, when they're done, commentator, agent, trainer, help me out here, Preston, interviewer.
Right, you're good.
Creative team. Real dog. But, you know, it's get him out of there. Dude, you heard that
Come on. Oh, come on, him and Jeff Jarrett. That's the good shit right
That's
there.
right.
Like,
Jeff Jarrett is the creative team. He's in the creative team now, dude.
Is he? No, is he really?
Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg are part of the creative team.
Fuck me.
It's turning. If they bring in Dixie Carter, I'm out.
I'm out.
If I see Dixie Carter come in and she becomes the general manager of Raw, I'm out. I'm done. Anyways, you can make it work. It has to be structured in a way to make the show feel like keep the season flowing. Keep. But to me, regardless of how you do it, even if you don't want to give them the 3-month breaks, December, you gotta give them December off.
At least.
Give them a month. Nobody's watching Raw or SmackDown in December anyways.
No.
Ain't nobody got time for wrestling in December. Give them December off.
The fact that they had to work both, was it Christmas Eve and New Year's this year?
Oh, that was some bullshit.
That's fucking garbage. Yep. I don't know.
And I like what Madden said. He said, your schedule's like a cruise ship worker. Work for 9 months and 3 months break. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. They get break. 3 months is a long time. But see, some of y'all just thinking that, 3 months is... 3 months you can actually use pretty well. It's not too long, but it's not too short either. 3 months you can do a lot of things. You can recover from injuries in 3 months.
Yep. Bruce Pritchard, who gives a fuck, really?
Bruce Pritchard is just there so creative writers can get through their shit more. Because Bruce Pritchard knows how to talk to Vince more than anybody else.
Right.
You can't just talk to Vince McMahon a certain way. Any kind of way. You have to talk to him a certain way. That's what I meant to say. You can't just talk to him any kind of way. You got to talk to him the right way. And I think Bruce Pritchard, Jim Ross, John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace, and Triple H Triple H. Who else? I guess Kevin Dunn. Stephanie. There's only a handful of people who understand Vince McMahon and who know how to, make him go, ooh. I like that.
Right.
Even New Day has figured it out. Because New Day can do whatever the hell they want.
Right.
So, once you understand how to talk to Vince the right way, the world is yours. You can get whatever the hell you want. The problem is, a lot of these talent, some of these talent don't even like talking to the people they're around. And I think this is and by the way, Preston, we've been going at this for about 3 hours now. I think a good note to end this podcast on, this awesome reunion, is with this question that the fans have left for Preston. And I can lead this into what I want to say here, is one thing that these talent, I think they can grab from the past, that I want to see more of here in 2019 especially. They need to get some conviction.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, and it was easy because you had a WCW to go to in case you got fired. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, if he was given some kind of a horrible storyline, if he was given a Katie Vick storyline, for instance, he would have been like, I ain't doing that bullshit. And he can say that.
Right.
Because he's Stone Cold Steve Austin. But still, you had people freaking Al Snow was turning down storylines. Al Snow.
Oh, shit.
Al Snow wasn't no rocker. Come on now. They could have fired Al Snow. I'm just saying.
Right.
We had wrestlers with conviction that would stand up for themselves.
If you've never seen the Rob Van Dam story with him and
Rob
Tribute
Van
to the
Dam.
Troops,
Tell the story.
you need to check it out. It's awesome. Well, okay, so one of the Tribute to the Troops, he didn't want to go. I think he thought about quitting, I guess, and then because he's like, I'm not, and then they tried to get him to go, and then they didn't have to go. He tells it better than I do, but it's awesome. Because Rob has balls. That's the thing. The wrestlers just don't have this it's all yes men and yes no and blah blah blah, all this little shit now. Like,
Yeah.
I agree that yep.
Because Rob Van Dam, but here's what was going on. He was telling the story about pick a hand with what's his name.
Yeah.
And he was like, I almost did to Vince McMahon.
Yeah, yeah.
Vince McMahon tried to get him to go on Tribute to the Troops because
Yep.
when they first did it, they gave the wrestlers a choice. Do you want to go or not? You don't have to go. And Rob Van Dam said, I'm not going to go. And they tried to make him go. They tried to force him to go. Come on, Rob, we need you. Come on, Rob, we need you. He's just like, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. And that apparently put him out of favor with the company. He used to be like a strong, like, ooh, he's going to be a main event player. But that cooled him off with certain people in the company because he didn't want to go. He's like, all right, have a good trip. But Rob Van Dam he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day, and he is a WWE champion. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
I don't think a lot of wrestlers nowadays especially have that conviction. We have a lot of people who are just like, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'm gonna be a company guy. I'll say what you want me to say. I'll do this promotion here. I'll go do this media outlet here. I'll do whatever. WWE is gonna run all over you.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why they don't become stars. Which is sad to me because the people who actually do stand up for themselves and leave and then come back, a la Drew McIntyre, they're the ones who are on TV all the goddamn time.
Right.
The Shield. Hey, let's call it like it is. Remember
Right.
back in 2013 when they had that run? They were supposed to lose to John Cena.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be against John Cena, Ryback and some other guy.
Something.
Kofi
yeah.
Kingston.
Oh my
Ryback,
God.
and John Cena. It was horrible. And the Shield beat them.
Right.
But they were supposed to lose, and the Shield went up to Vince and went, no, we cannot do that. You cannot kill our momentum this early. You know? They wouldn't lose it. They wouldn't lose another match for months. They lost their first match to Daniel Bryan and Team Hell. It was Team Hell No. Daniel
Right.
Bryan, Kane, and Taker. I think it was.
Yep.
Yep.
No, Taylor wasn't in that match.
Which one was it?
It was just Kane and Bryan and
It was
Shield.
somebody.
I think you're right. I don't fucking.
Whatever. They lost to Kane and. But they did do one with Kane, Taker, and Bryan, though.
Right.
Yeah, regardless. They didn't lose the match for a while. The point is, they stood up for themselves. Multiple time world champions.
Right.
Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Rollins, all of them world champions.
Well, Reigns is a made man. Like.
You gotta have balls.
Right.
You gotta have balls. I think there aren't that many wrestlers nowadays who have the balls to go up to Vince and say, even New Day did it. That's where they are. But there aren't a lot of wrestlers who have the balls to go up to Vince and say, look, man, I'm not being used right and I'm not happy. Can we do something about that? Or not even just like, I'm not happy, Vince. You gotta go like, Vince, look, I can be a lot better for this company if you let me do this.
I wish more people did that because it needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it does.
I don't understand why it's so hard, but Triple H, I think, would be a lot more easier to work with if he was in charge. I don't even think you have to go to Triple H to, tell him to do his job. But,
Well, yeah.
My thing is, with Triple H, not only will you be able to work something out with him, I think he'll know. As soon as he sees you, okay, here's what you're good at. Here's what we can do with you. Let's try it this way. If it doesn't work this way, let's try it this way. I mean, Ty Dillinger, for instance, when he first came in, he was a tag team with Jason Jordan. That didn't work. So they took him off TV and then brought him back as Perfect 10. Oh,
Jason Jordan.
That's another one. Jason Jordan, do you know how long it took him to get over?
Jesus.
He had like 2-3 acts that just didn't work, and then he got with Chad Gable and then American Alpha. That rocked the
Fucking
house.
Kurt Angle's son, which went nowhere.
Shit. That happened last year. Let's not talk about that.
God, it was terrible.
Dude, I miss those wrestlers, though. I miss the days when wrestlers knew that, hey, you might write my paycheck, but I'm the one out there performing.
Right.
So, for me, I gotta ask you this, Preston. You already see the question. What is the least favorite thing about wrestling nowadays that you see that you wish would change? Because that's a big question to ask, because there's a lot of things that I know you don't like. But
probably just the fact that there's no direction at all. Like, and that's nothing new, but it's just the fact that it's more prominent now than it has been in a long time because...
Well, since you left especially, you know?
Yeah. It's just, there's no cohesiveness to the company at all. And both the characters and just the direction, you know, that it's the worst I've ever seen it, truth be told. Like, would you agree with that?
It's one of the worst years in terms of creative.
Oh, no, I'm not talking years. I'm just talking this period as a whole.
Oh,
like, I'm just, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of feel like to add on to that, again, it's not that hard.
No, it's not.
And I think WWE just makes it more complicated.
Authority figures is probably up there too. Like, that's my, yeah.
It's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead, man. I don't want to see the McMahons on my TV. Look at what it's done to the main event of WrestleMania.
Fucked it up royally.
Imagine if they weren't involved at all. We would be fine.
Right.
Literally, like, everything would be perfectly fine if they just didn't get involved. We still could have done Charlotte and Becky. Because you could have told the story of, well, Charlotte and, you know, Charlotte was the main one in the Rumble. Becky really wasn't supposed to be in there, so we'll have this match to see if she really should, you know. And they could have done something where they both get counted out, and then they both have to fight round. I don't know. You could have booked it a different way. Yeah. It's just, to me, because there's so much focus on the authority figure, especially if there's a McMahon, Stephanie, Vince, Shane, it just takes away from the stories itself. So I agree with you about the authority figures. But to end it on a positive note, what's at least one thing that you found good coming back?
Something
good.
Besides Becky Lynch, I would probably go...
Becky Lynch?
You could do it with just Becky Lynch. I would go NXT as well. Like, but
that's true. That's true. Because NXT, I mean, I'm not going to speak for you, but NXT has been like...
It's the best thing.
It's been carrying me through these bad years of main roster.
It's been carrying the company. Like, fuck, just... To me, it's it. If NXT wasn't a thing, I think the company would be fucking done. Actually.
Look at how many stars there are on the main roster right now that came up from NXT.
Right. All of them.
Basically, 90% of the roster. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, look who the main event is right now. Charlotte and Becky, where'd they start? NXT.
So,
who's the SmackDown Women's Champion? Asuka, where'd she start? NXT.
It's all NXT. It's all NXT.
I'm just saying. Revival, Raw Tag Team Champs, NXT. And they're fighting who on Fastlane tomorrow?
Hardys. No, wait, no.
No.
It's the other match.
They're fighting Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Right.
And what was that other tag team? Oh, Gable and Rude, who came from where? NXT.
Speaking of Rude, I don't understand what the fuck happened there.
It's so stupid, dude.
It is stupid.
Just to kind of run down what happened with Rude, they brought him in as a babyface short term, so they could do the whole I'm gonna start him out as a good guy and then trick him and go, you know,
right.
Which was the right way to book him. That was supposed to be the right way to book him, and for some particular reason, because it's Road Dogg, he just never pulled the trigger of him going heel.
Right.
He just never did it. I don't know why he didn't do it. I don't know why he made Jinder Mahal the WWE champion.
Oh, man.
I don't even know why he's in creative.
Why is he in creative?
Well, I think it's more of a pity hire because he has depression. He has mental health issues. I think Vince just wants to keep him in the company because he's...
Well, we play the smallest violin. Like, just saying, like, everybody has that shit. I don't know.
And Finn Balor, NXT, he's IC champion. That's true.
Is he really?
Yeah, Finn Balor won the IC championship.
Finn Balor's the most fucking forgettable person in the company right now.
He has no character, so yeah.
It's fucking trash, dude. Like,
He has no character at all.
I can't stand it. Like, yep.
Who's the U.S. champion? Samoa Joe, NXT. Yeah.
Right.
There you go. I mean, a lot of influence on NXT for the main roster. So,
Good.
hey, there you go. That answers your question. That's the best thing going. But the problem is now, we got. I hope that the next thing we see coming up from NXT is the creative team.
Please God, because it needs to happen.
Dude, what better way to close this out than with the XFL?
I like XFL. Oh shit.
Preston.
XFL. Woo.
Vince McMahon in all his glory
Please God, let him be retiring next year.
is bringing back the XFL for 2020. Do
Yes.
you believe this is a good sign that he will be dropping
I pray to Christ it is, because it needs to happen.
his
Like,
position as head of creative? Me too.
please. Like, yeah.
WWE also
Please,
stop
man.
blaming fans.
Yeah, because running a football company is that is consuming.
Well, there's no way on this planet he can do it like he did it last time. Like, yeah.
No, if you're gonna do like an actual football league, that means that is your life.
Yep.
That's promotions. That's games. That's you gotta do the interviews, the press conferences. You gotta hire the talent. You gotta make sure the broadcasting is that's consuming. That's gonna eat up his time. He's not gonna be able to do WWE.
And, well, Vince is fucking 75. The last time he did it, he was fucking, late 50s. So,
God damn.
he ain't going to be able to do it the level he did it last time. There's no way.
God damn, Vince McMahon's old. Like, when you
He's
explain
old.
it that way, it's just like 20 years ago, he was 55.
Yeah.
You know what he was doing 20 years ago? He was wrestling Stone Cold Steve Austin in that St. Valentine's match where he jumped off the cell and broke his tailbone.
Still one of the craziest fucking
At
bumps ever.
55 years old.
Yeah.
He is old, man.
Old. Fucker's old.
Jesus, he's old.
Yeah.
When you broke it down like that, he's really old. But anyways.
He is. Like, there's no way on this planet he can run both. He can't do it. So.
No. If he's going full fledged with this XFL, and it's not just one of those, I'ma say I'ma do it, but not really do it.
Right. No. There's no way.
Dude, nah. If you're going full fledged with this, then yeah, you gotta go in. You gotta go all in. See what I did there? You gotta go all in with Vince McMahon, and you gotta let someone else take over WWE. And if he lets anyone else take over, see, I'll give you this. I personally would be okay if it's Shane McMahon.
Right.
Personally. Now, I
Why
don't
don't
think it's
they
gonna be
have
Shane.
No, that's probably going to be Hunter, but, like, I think both Shane and Hunter should just run it. Like, that's my thought.
The thing is, I don't think Shane and Hunter get along, so it'll be one of them. It won't be both of them. And I will say this too: once Vince goes, guess who else goes? Kevin Dunn.
Good.
And you know who else goes? Michael Cole.
Good.
That's one of the main reasons I want them, because it's clear Triple H doesn't like Michael Cole. I don't think y'all know that,
Yeah.
but he's not a fan of Cole at all. I don't think he's ever really been a fan of Cole. No, he hasn't. I don't think he's ever actually liked Cole. So when Vince goes, Cole goes, which means Morrow comes up and he becomes the head commentator, which is a massive change.
Yay.
Yes.
Commentary sucks asshole right now. It's still not.
Man. You get, by the way, speaking of commentary, how you feel about Renee Young being on commentary?
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I was cool with it at first. Now I'm just like,
just commentary.
It's not even that she's bad. She just doesn't add
Commentary
anything.
is just boring to me.
She doesn't add anything.
If you haven't been really honest, Alex, it's just boring. Like, yeah.
Okay, people are saying that Vince McMahon's 73. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's still old as shit.
I'm sorry. We were off by 2 years.
Right.
Shame on us. Sorry. But for real though, like Renee Young is not a bad commentator. She just doesn't add anything. Unlike she did with Talking Smack. Remember Talking Smack?
Yes.
Bro, they were making stars on Talking Smack. I was like, where's that Renee Young? I went back and watched an episode. Which one was it? It was the one with the Usos, Brian and Renee Young. Man, that was so, again, having fun with wrestling.
Nope, can't have that with Vince.
Nope, can't have that. Renee is just, she doesn't add anything. You know? You really have to be someone that challenges the system to get over with WWE. I guess when I say that, I hate to say it, but I guess the route with Ronda was what they did. You have to be someone like Ronda that says wrestling is scripted because there's nothing else you can do. You can't get over the natural way on the main roster.
It's pretty sad. Like, yeah.
Goddamn, man. But anyways, I hope this XFL thing leads to Vince being taken off as head creative. We can only pray. It just, Preston, the final thing we have on here is the overall state of WWE.
Well, that's what we pretty much just talked about, so I don't think we need to go.
I don't think we need to go over it. Guys, let me tell y'all something. This podcast has gone 3 hours.
Long as shit.
Let me just say this. It was worth every single second.
Fuck yeah.
Because I haven't talked to this mofo in so long. It felt good doing this. Now, let me ask you this, Preston. Does this mean you're back permanently? Or is it one of those things where you're going to put up a video when you feel like it, not saying you're going to do it tomorrow?
I'm not planning on doing any kind of schedule because, you know, I would like to do pay-per-view reviews. Like, that's going to be something I'm going to do. I can't do Fastlane.
Start with WrestleMania. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to do that. Well, hell, what I would like to do, if you want to be brutally honest, is do like a monthly or a bi-monthly Paradise, like every other month or every month, depending on what we want to do, and just do that kind of thing as well. So, you know, but am I making like videos all the time? No, I can't do it all the time. There's no way. But yeah, I'm planning on doing pay-per-view reviews, definitely starting with Mania. So yeah.
Yeah, then play it by ear. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't make a schedule. If it gets to a point that you do it every month, do it every month.
Right.
And if it stops, it stops. Don't make a promise to them. Just let them know, hey, guys, I'm here. If I do a video, you'll see it. If I don't do a video, you know why? Like you don't. No, I am right there with you about the schedule, dude. I technically have a schedule, but even my fans know there are some weeks I don't feel like doing a Raw review, and I just don't do it.
I don't blame you. Raw sucks ass. Like,
I'm tired of having a schedule, and YouTube, especially nowadays with the algorithm, like they promote those channels that do have a schedule. Unless you're like a Shane Dawson.
Right.
Fucking Shane Dawson killing. Dude, the lowest. Do you know if you go on Shane Dawson's channel right now, the lowest viewed video is 18 million views?
What the fuck?
Now, this is current Shane Dawson. Like, past Shane Dawson, that's a different story. I'm talking about when he came back, when he came back from that big break. His lowest viewed video is 18 views. Everything else, 35 million, 40 million, 100 million. Especially the Jake Paul shit.
That motherfucker.
And guess what? Guess what Shane Dawson's next project is going to be?
What?
He's going to go to YouTube's main building and interview them about how YouTube works.
That's crazy.
The president and the people who make YouTube are his next target. Now, I heard rumors he also just wants to do one with Justin Bieber, which I'm just like, hey, if you make that work, you might as well be like on E! Network or some shit like that. Because then at that point, you're basically made. But if he does the one with YouTube, that's going to change. Bro, that one will change the game. Because he's he's going to ask him, how does the algorithm work? What's going on with YouTube? Why are we doing certain things like that? And blah, 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 blah. Why are you inviting all these celebrities? Which I understand. Look, pop culture eventually it's going to catch on to what's hot. Eventually. So, I'm not shocked that I'm seeing Jack Black and Will Smith and The Rock and what's that other celebrity that just started a YouTube channel? I mean, you got the wrestlers doing it too, but no. I'm talking about the celebrities.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch
of them. But
yep.
If tomorrow, if Chris Evans says, or not even Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. says, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, would you be shocked?
No.
Would you subscribe? Yes, because it's
yes.
Iron Man. But that's the pop culture now. They always gravitate to what's hot.
Right.
So I'm not mad at that, but I do get why people want to know that, because it's like, why aren't the people who aren't celebrities getting the focus? You know, why are you giving it to the Jimmy Fallons? Why are you giving it to the people who really don't need it? They're on TV.
Right.
So, man, there's so much stuff going on with YouTube nowadays. It's really hard to get over. It's really hard to connect with a wide audience. It's good with a mass audience, but you just gotta work through it. So
compared to when me and you first started, it really is.
But like, man. But yeah, dude, the whole WrestleMania thing, wherever it goes is where it goes. Dude, for all you know, that video might blow up, and then you have no choice but to make more videos. You think I'm joking?
No, I know, no. Like, yeah. Like,
do I need to remind you of the last video you did that blew up? You forgot which one. Well, not the Rey Mysterio one.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it though.
It was one that you didn't expect to blow up either.
Right.
It got like 40,000 views.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I don't remember. But there's one.
It was a rant. No. We're gonna figure this out. It was a rant. It was a rant. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Oh my goodness. Was it?
It doesn't really matter. But I know what Alex is saying.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Anyways, dude. Listen, I'm just happy we did this.
Yes.
And the fans are happy we did this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Regardless if he does a video or not, go subscribe.
And by the way, this isn't the last one. Like, we're not gonna do this again.
I'm pretty sure that fans are gonna request we do another reunion. So
yes,
that happens.
Like I said, now is it gonna be like all the time now? Like, that's not gonna happen.
Honestly, if we do another one, if we start doing these on the regular for me would be like every quarter. Like one for spring, one for summer, one for fall, one for winter.
Like I think we could do like 5 a year. Like, that's doable.
Oh, you mean like NXT specials? Okay, sure. Okay, Triple H. No, I'm joking. No, like we could, but I'm not. Again, I ain't making no promises.
No, but we're not gonna do like one and that's it. Like, no, that's not. That's no, but no.
But anyways,
thank
you for joining me, Preston.
Yes, this was fucking awesome.
This was awesome. So the next time that we do a Skype interview, it will be. You ready for this, Preston? With the Lucha Underground.
Oh no, it won't be because I have to work.
No. I, as in
you are
me.
That's right. Duh.
Preston won't be here.
No.
But the next time we fans do a Skype interview, it will be with Lucha Underground writers on Wednesday.
I can't wait to listen to that because of all the shit that happened with that company.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm shaking just thinking about it.
That's gonna be awesome.
Do I need to remind you guys that Chris DJ, we call him DJ, and Chris Roach are former writers for WWE.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they used to do during that whole Ruthless Aggression era run. They wrote for Raw.
Wow.
Yeah, man. They wrote for Raw alongside Big Dick Johnson and Brian Gwartz. How you say his name?
Gwartz.
Yeah, I said it right.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then all those head writers, they were right there along with them. So these creative bastards we're gonna talk to about everything, and they told me I can ask them whatever the hell I want.
Woo!
So guess what? I'm gonna ask them whatever the hell I want.
Nice.
And it's gonna be nice. They're gonna give me straight answers, and yes, I will be asking them about season 5 because is it gonna happen or is it not gonna happen? And they're gonna give me straight answers. Yes or no. And the whole world's going to be watching. And I can't wait for it. So, Preston, any final words before we close out?
Not really. No. thanks for watching. This was fucking sick. Yeah.
Go subscribe to Doing It 619 Style and follow him on Twitter as well. Okay.
Like I said, this is not the end. I predict probably before SummerSlam we're gonna do another one. So
if you demand it, hey, we'll get a demand. And I have no choice, especially when it's the summer when I'm not working. Absolutely. But guys, until then, you guys take care. This is your boy Dalyxman and Preston signing off here on the reunion of Wrestling Paradise.
Peace the fuck out.
Peace.